Wow.
Buenas tardes, peeps. What's going on? Let me turn this AC off because I think it's kind of loud. I don't know if you can hear it. What's going on, Jolie? What's going on, Miss Thing? I see you doing your thing, Miss Thing. Good to see you. Who else is here? Little Chief. My bird farm. EA Not Sports is in the building. I just seen her come in. Quick Vic the ruler. What's going on, Quick Vic? My bird farm, of course, my bird farm. Now I'm not said to the Indian community, and shout out to the Philippine community. Happy Father's Day weekend. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's already Father's Day, peeps. It's already Father's Day. Yes, sir. Hey, Quick Vic the ruler is here. What's going on, Quick? I'm gonna drop the link for Quick. Vic Ferrari's in the building. Good to see everybody. I don't have many rules. Mr. B, what's going on, Mr. B? I don't have many rules here. Just don't attack the host because I got snipers out there. What's going on, Toxic Tommy? I don't know about that Toxic Tommy. I think you should go back to Tommy DTV if you ask me. I don't know about Toxic, but I know you're playing with your name. But anyway, I took a well, I want to play something. Well, I don't know what to do first. All right. So Tommy, I know this is yours, but I had to kind of borrowed it, okay? I kind of refined it.
I like sucking dicks. I like sucking dicks. I like sucking dicks.
I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind.
I like sucking dicks. I like sucking.
All right, Mike. We know. All right, listen. In all seriousness, obviously, everybody know what happened in Vegas. So I'm gonna play a new. It's short. It's about 3 minutes. Yeah, I kind of. Jody said, "Don't do it again." I won't. I promise I won't. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'll play it again at the end of the stream. How about that? All right. So everybody knows what happened in Vegas. So I'll play it like a 3 minute. 3 minute news. Fox News. Because let me speak on this a little bit. I guess we can't ignore what happened over there, right? I guess. So let's speak on this a little bit because the internet I call it the undefeated internet. I heard somebody say that one time and it always stuck in my head because the internet always fucking wins at the end of the day, if that makes any sense. So let's watch this and we'll talk about this.
Fox 5 News starts now.
The man accused of shooting and killing 2 people on the Las Vegas Strip will stay behind bars for now. Today, a judge ordered Manuel Ruiz held without bail.
Ruiz had his first appearance in court since turning himself in to Henderson police on Monday. We have also learned the names of the 2 victims, Rodney Finley and his wife, Tanisha. They were killed by the Bellagio fountain on Sunday.
And Fox 5's Victoria Saha has learned more about what he told police after
Grumpy.
he surrendered. Victoria.
Hey, shout out to Grumpy Drug. Haven't seen Grumpy in a minute.
Ruiz claims it was all done in self-defense. That's according to this arrest report. But police say the video circulating on social media shows a different story, and it played a big role in his arrest. But we're also learning both Ruiz and Rodney were 2 YouTubers who were live streaming at the same time when the shooting happened.
You're arrested for 2 counts.
When I first heard it, obviously this takes all the joy of going live. You know what I mean? This takes all the joy of for whatever reason people go live, if it's for entertainment or for whatever reasons people go live for. You know what I mean? This is actually a learning, you know what I mean, experience to watch this. You know what I mean? Go down like this. It's pretty pathetic, to tell you the truth.
Counts of open murder and use of a deadly weapon.
Manuel Ruiz faced a judge Tuesday with not much to say. A big difference compared to what this viral live stream allegedly shows. This video taken by victim Rodney Finley and his wife Tanisha. Rodney is known as Finny the Legend on YouTube, and Ruiz is known as Sin City Manny. According to the arrest report, both Rodney and Ruiz were live streaming from Las Vegas Boulevard Sunday night. A viewer watching the live stream said he saw comments from others who were also watching Manny's YouTube live.
Over comments, peeps. Over comments. Words on YouTube. Listen, if your skin is too thin, if you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of this fucking kitchen because you just can't take it. You know what I mean? You're gonna drive up to somebody and shoot not one or on a live 2 people because your words on the internet. That's how nutty this shit is. And actually, it gets me a little heated, to tell you the truth. You know, this is nothing to laugh about because it's something I've been doing for a while now. And to see a fellow YouTuber get unalived for some words on the fucking internet. People forgot to listen. Do you ignore the crazy guy down the block? You have a crazy neighbor or a crazy old lady that lives across the street. What do? Do you go up to them? Do you argue? No, you ignore the fuck out of them. Is what you do. You know what I mean? Unless they come to you or try to harm you, obviously, right? I don't have to say that.
Live stream. The comment stated that Manny was across the street at the Paris Hotel and was looking for Finney. About 5 minutes later, the viewer sees Manny appear on Finney's live stream and saw Manny pull a gun from his waistband. He tells investigators he shot Rodney in self-defense. Moments later, you see Tanisha panicking and grabbing the camera her husband had set up, and then the gun is turned on Tanisha. Ruiz tells police he saw a shiny black object in her hand.
So there's only, one unalive, two unalive, one's going to jail. Now, think about the family members, the brothers, the sisters. A whole group of people are affected because they don't know how to act on YouTube. Because they can't contain themselves. They can't act like fucking adults. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we are adults. Last time I checked, because I don't mess around with minors on the internet. So what I engage with adults, right? So it's unbelievable.
Which he believed to be a firearm. He said he shot 2 times at her. Police say Ruiz ran away to the Paris Hotel where he removed his hat and shirt.
All right, I think I had enough of that. All right, let's get back in the good mood. All right, what's first? So I did some editing, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And let's go.
You're like, oh my God. Yeah. You know how to retrieve it? Oh my God.
I know how to retrieve it, but you got to do it within like a minute or two. Yeah.
So as you can see, I added the words at the bottom. So because some of these videos you can't really hear what people are already saying. So I just added that feature so people can actually read what the fuck is going on.
And Dave, if you are drinking, it's cool, but your mannerisms.
Oh, Tommy's coming back. All right, shout out to Tommy DTV back in the building.
Seem intoxicated, whether it's weed or you stop. I'm just saying, the way that you're rubbing your head and the way you're moving around. I'm saying it looks to be that you're
in your neighbor's bushes all the time.
I'm just.
Yeah, King. Hey, shout out to King Catharsis. Listen, Mike is no fucking angel. Okay, if Mike knew any better, he would shut the fuck up, right? He wouldn't act a fool. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons there's such a demand. And when I look in the morning and there's about 13 emails and I get about 5-6 messages saying, Mike, it's a demand for it. You know what I mean? Mike is going to be the biggest locale, and I'm going to cover it as long as I can and as long as possible. And I hope to go to other content, but for now, this is it.
Just asking you. So Dave, what is no Dave, what is it Hennessy? Is it Hennessy or tequila? What do you like to drink? Hennessy or tequila?
That's exactly how I feel. So I'm glad.
Is it Hennessy or
I will be back tomorrow, man. Last word.
I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain to you what's going on. What's going on? I'm going to explain to you what's going on. CT is making gumbo, right? He's making gumbo, and he's going to
this gumbo, I don't know what the fuck he means. That's that's his way of glazing. Mikey glazes in so many ways. So he's obviously he's going from food to glazing. I don't know what the fuck he meant by this.
He has to cook it a couple hundred times, and once he perfects.
Oh yeah, Kane. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's really foolish for sure. It's really disturbing, is what it is. You know what I mean? That it's not only that. If it's not somebody getting violent, and I looked it up, and there's not a lot of people that actually will go and unalive somebody over YouTube words, but other shit goes on, doxing, this, that, and the other fucking thing, family members being shown on. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Why people get into their feelings that they have to? Is it a cry for attention? Is it a lack of discipline? What is it? I don't get it. I'll never get it.
It's going to be unstoppable. It's going to be unstoppable. And that's the paradigm into the hodgepodge of the people coming for. But I'm telling you, he knows what he's doing.
Thank you, Jody.
I'm not blazing. I'm telling you, this is amazing. Yeah, come up here. To be a part of this, to even be a part of it, is a gift. It's a gift. So, Dave, you ramble and you mumble and you act crazy, but you're still allowed to come up. But Dave, you're kind of getting left. You're left as in you're going the wrong way. you're kind of being a little foolish, bro. A little foolish, man. I'm just, and I rock with you, bro. I'm just letting you know. Gentlemen, go ahead. I will stop.
I actually have that on the list, Mr. B. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. I have it. Last minute. I kind of gotta look around real quick before I go live because there's always somebody dropping something. But I do have that. I'm going to talk about that because that's kind of to bring out a weapon on YouTube. It's got to be. And I was looking for that clip for the longest. I asked people around. I don't know if the live stream was taken down, but that motherfucker actually did take a weapon and show it on live stream. But I'll show it later.
What's up, Bart? See, Pat says Mike is a stupid, jobless. Come on.
Stupid.
But Pat rocks you. Yeah,
Yo, if he sends money, I don't care. I'll take the abuse. He sends mad scroll, bro. He sends money.
Yeah,
he sends money.
Yeah.
But the whole Dave, you're a fool. Dave, you acted a fool today. You acted a fool. Tickle those ivories in the background. All right, tickle those ivories in the background. But the thing is this is the bottom line. At the end of the day, this is the best channel on YouTube. That's it. There's no debate about it.
No, Mikey, as we know, Mikey does that to all channel owners. Does it work in his favor? Sometimes I guess it works, the glazing. I haven't seen anybody glaze quite like Mikey. Obviously, he's unique in that way. He's strange in that way, for sure.
You know, so at the end of the day, we have fun. Dave, I love you, bro. I rock with you, bro. I rock with you. I love to joke back and forth with you. Dave, you're high as hell. You're probably on PCP right now, but I rock with you, bro. I'm just saying, they're gonna find you naked in an alley somewhere sweating. But the whole thing is that, yo, I'll catch you guys. Yo, young man down here. I never met you. It's great to meet you, bro. Yo, support the channel. Hit the like.
You know, Mike doubles, triples down. You know what I mean? And he thinks that he can get away with some of the shit he says. Let's not forget the doxing of names, the doxing of children, the talking about children, little ones. Let me just say little ones, because I don't want anybody to come up and say that. Just if anything, refer it to little ones, people, just out of respect for the little ones. But Mikey has done a lot, as we all know. So let's go on to the next.
They catch a flight. They catch a flight to Puerto Rico to put your grandmother's grave online.
Oh, bad.
All I'm trying to say, this is what I'm trying to say, is that I warn people about this. They've been tormenting people and abusing people for too long. Yo, when we all come together as a group, we're gonna rip them apart.
Oh, you gonna do some ripping, Mikey? You gonna be doing some ripping? Oh, we so scared.
Rip them apart, and they know it's coming. They know it's coming. It's like when you're in the eye of the hurricane.
I did. There were some pictures being shown, so I just threw that cow up there to cover up the pictures.
Okay, you're in the eye of the hurricane. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's coming, bro. It's coming. They're gonna wish they never messed with us.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all it is. Yo, that picture of AC is terrifying, bro. That's dude, this man put a
I'm a fucking dentist, bro. I don't need a fucking dentist over there.
Yo, Joe Amico, MD. Oh my goodness. But this is the thing. I'm telling you.
Mike is not sad. He's not a sad dude. He's always, it seems to me that he's enjoying the life of a local on YouTube. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem like he's in a corner crying in the fetal position. You know what I mean? He's out here every fucking day chewing his fucking mouth, right? So,
telling you, gentlemen, and you know this, you already know what I'm talking about. What's going to happen over the next couple months is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. The YouTube streets are going to implode. Talking to an underage boy. There's evidence out there. We'll get with Kaylee.
No, listen, and shout out to Cap Gun. I don't like that put on anybody. You know what I mean? That whole fucking it's disgusting. I honestly hate when people do that. Obviously, you're gonna have some type of record if you do that. So people have been checked up and down. So when Mikey puts it on people just to put it on people, or anybody that puts that on people because they're mad at what they said or words on YouTube, come on, man. Come on, Mikey. You listen, it's so much you do already, so much you say already. Can't you just put that away? Because it's not gonna work. We all know Cap Gun is not that.
If Kaylee, if you're listening, please come up. With the real Kaylee, please stand up. But she has the evidence, and then the whole thing is this: he literally, he got exposed, dude. That picture of him on his.
I don't know why he's speaking on Kaylee. I don't know. I don't really follow Kaylee like that, but I don't know if even Kaylee said that. So I don't know why he's putting this out there. This could be all bullshit about Mikey. So he's adding people's names to the stuff. You know what I mean? So.
Guitar, dude, that doesn't look anything like him. It's hilarious, bro.
I think I know who the Jamie Lynn account is.
Stupid.
The Jamie Lynn. I think it's Flaky Jake.
Yeah, you talking about Liz? You talking about Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty bitch. Liz.
Yeah. It's I'm Liz Elizabeth. With her fucking lisping voice. Yeah.
I don't know. Flaky Jack does not sound like that.
Yep.
Stupid cunt too.
Yeah, Liz Elizabeth. Just scumbag. She comes over to CTs and she tries to always play around in the chat. You know.
Oh, Flaky Jake.
But you said it doesn't bother you, Mikey. I've heard you say, "Oh, listen, sure, this doesn't bother me. I'm Mikey Cerrone, #1 local. This doesn't bother me." So, what is it? Does it bother you, or does it bother you? Make up your mind.
Yeah. Because she came from Brian's. Remember, she came from Drinks and Discussions. She was over there, and then she came on panel a couple times. Switched her voice.
Oh, okay. All right. He's confusing Flaky Jake with Liz Elizabeth, right? I think that's what he's doing. If I remember correctly, Liz Elizabeth had a really nice voice. She did not slur her words. She didn't have a like Mikey's doing. She hasn't been around for a while, but I swear I never heard her talk like that. So shout out to Elizabeth, wherever she's at.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, just go away. Yo, you old fat cunt, just go start a curse. You old fat lady, go away.
Hey,
just go away.
What's up, Taco?
Like 80 something. Yo.
Yeah, she's like in her 70s, bro.
Liliana said fucking Dutchie looks like a dinosaur.
Yo, Joe, listen, I'm gonna be very careful when I say this. Dutchie said to me that she wanted to use.
Hey, listen, this motherfucker really believes that Dutchie wants him. Can you listen? One thing Dutchie said, and this motherfucker has ran with this like a horse in a horse race. You know, he twists the story from now and then, but it's the same fucking story about Dutchie. Dutchie wants Mikey. You would like to believe that, Mikey. I'm sure you'd like to believe that, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
A mounted toy in my body.
What?
And yeah. So I want to be careful what I say because I don't want to get anything, because people listen. She wanted to use a mounted toy and she wanted to make me her beat.
What the fuck is a mounted toy? What are you talking about, bro? Mounted? Would you mount a fucking sex toy now? The fuck?
Because that's what she's into. See, this is the thing, Joe. I'm gonna tell you this. Joe, hear me out real quick. This is what Dutchie is.
Did you see him shift the toy he's sitting on right now? Let me see if I can catch that.
Because that's what she's into. See, this is the thing, Joe. I'm gonna tell you this.
Right here. Look. He sat up to readjust the toy he's sitting on.
Joe, hear me out real quick. This is what Dutchie is.
I remember, Mr. B. Dutchie actually said this before. She'd rather sit on a what? I'd rather sit on a cactus. That's pretty harsh.
The dominatrix, right? She's a dominatrix.
Hey,
she already admitted to being a prostitute. So she likes to dominate men like Tommy D. She wants to bang Tommy D in his wazoo. You know what I'm trying to say?
When did Tommy D ever say this? Hold up, because I've known Tommy D for a while. and I don't think he rocks like that. But Jesus,
Wazoo. But yo, people like me, Joe, Nunzio, CT, we have very, very masculine energy.
As he wears a tampon. As he wears a tampon.
We have masculine energy, right? So what she's trying to do, she's trying to butt break you. She's trying to break your spirit.
Damn, bro. You talk about butts a lot, bro. What's wrong with you, Mikey? But this, you talk about AC and all that bullshit, but you talk about ass, and not just any ass, men's ass, a whole lot.
You know what I'm trying to say? She's trying to break your spirit, and she can't break us. She said online, F, marry, or kill, right? And she said that she would actually F me.
I mean, the choice wasn't much. I don't remember who's the three were, but I don't know. I don't remember where the three were, but she chose. Yeah, she said yes. It's a fucking game, though. At the end of the day, you got to choose, right? So she chose to F you. So fucking what? It's a game. It's not like it's really gonna happen, Mikey. You've been fantasizing about it ever since. I know he has. He's been fantasizing about that shit.
I cornered her. Bro, Dutchie is in love with me. She is literally in love with me. I want nothing to do with this female. I called her a tranny. You're disgusting. You know, and I ripped her. And I got CT.
You ripped her? You ripped her? Really?
He got mad at me because I was going a little bit too far, calling her the she-male and stuff. But he's the monetized. Yeah, I was.
Now shout out to Kimber.
Calling her a tranny, you know. Yeah. But the whole thing is that he's demonetized, so he let me go. He goes, get him. So I went off. But the whole thing, you got to see these you got to see these streams, bro. I rip into Dutchie like you've never seen in your. And I take when I get sick to my stomach, and then all of a sudden, I do pain pills. I haven't had a pain pill in 3 years, bro. I had my knee surgery 3 years ago. It was 3 years.
Let's hear that again.
In 3 years, I do.
Hold up, listen, guys. I put a see if you can hear what I added a sound effect. See if you can hear it.
Pain pills? I haven't had a pain pill in 3 years. Bro, I had my knee surgery 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago. Like, what do you... The biggest piece of crap that I want to attack, and if you guys let me, I want to attack that.
Are you asking permission to attack people? You've been doing it. You know what I mean? What the fuck are you talking about? If you guys let me. You've been doing it the whole fucking time. Do you need permission from somebody? Really? Are you gonna get on your knees and beg somebody to go after people now? Fucking moron.
That crap gun. That guy.
Excuse me.
I want to attack him. I want to rip him. Yo, he's got charges about a teen boy on his record. I want to rip that guy. Cameron.
Yeah, this is the way you rip Mikey by telling lies on people. That's just great. I applaud you, Mikey. Another new law. So you rip people by if they throw jokes at you, you joke them back. You roast them back. You don't add fucking lies on their name. Nobody's gonna believe it any fucking way. Mikey, it comes from you.
I'm gonna rip.
Mikey did.
Cameron, hit the link, you fucking punk bastard.
Rip him.
No,
and his voice. He uses a fake.
You hear him? I'm gonna rip him. I'm gonna rip him. I'm gonna rip him.
Look at me. Like, I'm not little. Okay, I'm not a little guy. Like, oh, you're 5'2", dude. I'm 6'3". What are you talking about? Like, you know. And they make these fake pictures of me. Bro, look at me. Like seriously. Like, what are you talking about? And then this guy Cameron uses a fake avatar with his weird ass pedo voice. I'm Cameron.
Hey,
he sounds like he's so Billie Jean. But the thing is,
hey, Dr. C, what's going on, Dr. C? Good to see you, Dr. C.
You know, they want to talk about you, but these people don't cam up. I think going forward, to have these people on your panel, have them cam up, because we've all cammed up. But like, if he comes to the backstage, yo, clip it so we can see how fat he is. He's like, I've seen.
You know what I noticed? I don't think that we. Well, speaking for myself, I don't really make jokes about the way Mike looks. Wow, I kind of add it sometimes because I think if Mike kept, it's not so much Mikey's looks, it's his behavior. Okay, that I find fascinating. That I find fucking funny as hell. Okay, it's not so much his looks. You know, I'm not really looking at a man's looks. Yeah, it does. He doesn't look groomed or all that. We all go through phases. I get it. You know what I mean? Now, we're not going to all looking spiffy all the fucking time because, you know, we live in the real life. But it's not so much his looks I go after. I kind of added on, kind of joke on him about that. But, yeah.
I've actually seen his cam slip. Hey, let me tell you something. Cameron Krause is a little fat guy in Reno. He's a little fat guy. And he shows himself like he's some like bodybuilder. It's not true.
Guess who's here?
It's not true.
You see now obviously Cap Gun came up, but he conserved his energy because that's the last thing he said. It's not true. He didn't say, "Oh, okay, that's me." Okay, Cat Gun's here. So I didn't play that part, but
near 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
All right, so this is funny as fuck because I was just at Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. And Mikey wasn't there most of the stream. So he kind of, this is the last minute editing. So if it's kind of off and it looks a little bit messed up, that is because I did it last minute, right? So, but Mikey gets kind of mad because he tries to speak, but he's so butthurt. He's so spoiled at Jeff's that when Mike speaks, everybody has to shut the fuck up. Mike's about to speak. And obviously you'll see what happens.
You give a loaf of bread 2 minutes.
Hey, yo, Track. Track, you know what's so funny, Track? Yo, check this out, Track. Yo, when I was in boot camp during Christmas time almost. So we got, packages to be able to deliver to our house. So I requested my mom to send me 2 loaves of bread, bro.
Hey, shout out to Flaky Jake is in the building. I didn't see you.
Puerto Rican bread. All right. And that shit came in, bro. And I ate that shit with nothing on it. With no butter, nothing. Just ate the shit out of that fucking bread, bro.
Mind you, he hasn't said a word yet. You know what I mean? He just got up there. It looks like he just woke up.
And I also got a old school camera. The old, disposable ones. So I got pictures of me. I got pictures of me in boot camp. In the shower with us with our goddamn M16s, chilling in camo, with our half backwards and shit. Thinking we're fucking hanging out all cool. We're taking goddamn prison pictures type shit. But I have pictures of that, bro, back in the days. But I remember getting bread in boot camp.
He is so pissed. And I zoomed in just to see, what his expression on his face because it seemed like he was building up his anger or he's jealous of somebody on panel. Or he's not getting a turn to talk, but you can see, I zoomed it so you can actually see his face as the angrier he gets. You can see his face kind of droop down.
And I ate that shit with nothing on it, and it was the best food ever in my life.
Hey, what's going on, Megan? Shout out to Megan.
Aqua. Don't worry, sis. Hey,
haven't seen you in a while, young lady. Good to see you, Megan.
Welcome back. Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies. Ladies before ladies.
Yeah, my favorite lesson learned from food and boot camp was
you can say, what's up, AC? Good to see you.
Shout out to the Reese's. Salute.
My favorite.
You can turn anything into a sandwich.
Is that
got
water bread, Panda Aqua?
You might get ice cream cake right now.
Ooh,
they have ice cream cakes.
Motherfucker, you read it my goddamn mind.
I'm saying you can toast some bread.
Some Mikey editing, AC. Some Mikey behavior.
Hey, what other ingredients do you have? You got chocolate chips, you got syrup, you got what do you got? You got icing?
No, Gen X. You're gonna see here right now. We're gonna see the old school shit we used
now, mind you, obviously he's getting a headache, and I'm sorry again for the editing. It's pretty bad, I know, but it's last minute. But listen, Mike, I just don't get it, dude. Can you say, excuse me, can I say something? You know what I mean? It's like this type of behavior, you're fucking childish. What are you, 50 years old? And this is the way you act? How long you been doing YouTube? Huh? How long you been doing YouTube?
Do
put it on
we're gonna make
not bread.
So growing up.
Yeah, that's pretty good though. God damn.
Good shit.
Growing
Hey,
Yeah, grown up, we had.
Wait, Mike has the mic.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
No.
We had.
Wait, Mike has the mic.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
No.
I'll see you later. I'm done.
Mike, I said go ahead. When you were growing up.
I'm done.
No, I want to hear about when you were growing up. Okay, well, next time you come on, we'll start again. What happened? I cleared space.
If you ask me, this is a Puerto Rican guy. His name's Phil. I think he was, Jeff was obviously talking to him. Maybe he was jealous of what he has. Maybe jealous of the way he looks. But Mikey felt some type of way about this guy. I don't know.
Space for him to talk. I don't understand why he
I'm sorry. I think I entered a comment about the.
All right.
Tyler, like a little
Georgia land.
Okay, so this is the video that Mr. B was talking about. So unbelievably, Mikey did this one time on Cheese's channel. Shout out to Cheesehead. Didn't see it, couldn't find it, and finally somebody found it. So here we go.
Landis, you think I don't? Georgia Landis, you don't think I don't know?
Now how crazy can you be? How nutty can you be? What do you think you're gonna do other than maybe hurt yourself or somebody in that house while you argue on YouTube with people? You pull out this, right?
Know what you do online, Georgia Landis?
Who are you intimidating? Who are you gonna hurt, Mikey, with that thing?
Michael Sorrell.
You had butt sex with Joey Mika. And that
Georgia Landis.
Hang on, Cheesehead. They're on a roll right now.
Listen, if you have a need to grab a weapon, okay, while you sit in front of your computer or your fucking phone, and while you're on YouTube, listen, just shut it down. Shut it down. Walk the fuck away. Put the weapon away before you blow a toe off or something, or even worse.
But Dave,
yeah,
why is this fucking drunken pillhead Mike up here talking shit?
Not drunk.
Yeah,
I'm not drunk at all.
Listen here, you fake tough guy. You're a little faggot, right? You're going after a woman. You accuse everybody. Why are you showing a gun, Mike, that you ain't going to use on nobody? You're a bitch, Mike. That's all you are. That's why everybody hates you on YouTube.
It's a fake gun.
It is. And again, all the attention.
This is fake. This is fake.
Wow, Michael.
Oh wow! Listen, Mikey, you're not the only one that owns weapons, Mike. You're not the only one. So what? So what? What are you flexing? See, what boggles my fucking mind is the flexes that people think that showing guns, saying certain things is a flex. It's not a fucking flex. You look like a total moron. No self-awareness, no self-control.
Owns a weapon. Wow, so cool, Mike.
It's fake. It's
so
fake.
Cool. You're so cool.
It's so
Mike.
fake. It's so fake.
Yeah, it's fake like you're right. It's fake like it's fake like you're right.
It's so fake. Yeah, it's so fake. Georgia Landis.
That's an airsoft gun.
Michael Cerrone.
This is an airsoft gun. You want to see the?
All right, let's say it's real. So fucking what? If it's real or not, you're not intimidating. Listen, Cheese is going at you like you have nothing in your hands. It's like nothing has happened because nothing has happened. You're not going to do anything with that weapon, especially on the internet. Can you shoot bullets through the internet? Can you?
Bullets?
Yeah.
You want to see the bullets?
Yeah. Did you say you were going to use those
Oh,
bullets?
geez, look at this face.
I would never shoot anybody. No.
All right.
You want to know the reason? You want to know the reason why so many people hate me? You want?
All right. This is by King Catharsis. Obviously, I wanted to show people. I think this is part of Mikey's biggest problem. He has this, and I see many people have this God complex, meaning that they think they control everything that goes on in the YouTube world. You know what I mean? And especially in the sector, you're not fucking God.
Part of the reason? Because I'm godlike. Certain people have this gene.
The Christian says he's godlike. I don't know if I'm going to get a copyright for that. Let me see. But I just wanted to play that part. That's actually Kane's. Shout out to Kane. But that's a problem.
Somewhere. Is that what you're telling me?
That's a big problem. You know what I mean? It's like you're godlike. That's so blasphemous, by the way. You know what I mean? Who says that? Aren't you a Christian? Don't you go to Catholic? Don't you give therapy or some type of on Sundays from 12 to 1 or some shit? Supposedly. All right, let's go on.
Doing this on the real.
I don't know if these are real chink.
I'm gonna play this one here. This one was funny as hell. Shout out to Dr. Chink. I'm gonna throw down a link, see if he wants to come up.
If I'm being
Me and no, he's not. He's Korean. He's Korean. He's actually Korean. He's Korean.
Whatever they are, they all
I have his entire background. I have an entire background.
He's the Korean nurse.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this on the real.
They all look alike.
Hear me out. Hear me out on the real. On the real. On the real. On the real.
All right, how many reels is that? How many reels? I played this last week and it was a fucking hit because he only said on the reel about 17 times to prove his point.
Entire background. I have an entire background.
He's the Korean nurse.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this on the real.
They all look alike.
Hear me out. Hear me out on the real. On the real. On the real. On the real.
On the real. On the real. You fucking moron.
You got roaches
on the real. On the real. On the real. I would knock you the fuck out. I would knock you the fuck out.
Dining China set.
I would not. You're a tiny gay Chinese midget. I would not you
but
the
Dr. Chink,
fuck
like,
out.
if you
Mike, you don't know if Dr. Chink is a Chinese person or a fucking.
There's flies in your kitchen.
On the real.
What the hell is this, Michael?
Little Mikeys are attacking him. Watch out, the little Mikeys are getting him.
Yeah, I would knock you out, man. I would knock
You
you
don't
out.
know if Dr. Chink is Korean.
So Dr. Chink,
Filipino,
would you like to meet me?
Chinese.
Would you
They
like
all
to
look
meet
the
me?
fucking same.
Hold on. Dr. Chink, would you like to meet me in a physical combat match?
Yeah.
No, listen. There's only been a few people that I've heard, invite other men, women, whatever, to a fight, to fisticuffs, right? Never has happened. I can't say it's never happened. If you watch King Troll, sometimes they do pull up. People do pull up if they're close by or whatever. But how many times Mikey has pulled up on anybody to a fight? Not one time. So it's all talk, obviously, people.
I want to meet you. So
would you like to meet me in a physical combat match? Would you like to meet me in a physical combat match?
I'm 6 foot tall.
Would you like to meet me?
Yeah, let's meet.
I'm asking you.
I'm asking
you.
What's the fuck is wrong with you, Mikey? What is with the ask? What is it? You turning into a cobra, Mikey? Are you gonna be spitting venom soon?
Because I would love to beat the shit out of you on camera.
You ain't beating the shit.
I would love to beat the shit out of your little gay Chinese ass on camera.
You're about to cry.
Are you ready?
Shout out to Sabotage.
TOS, Mike. TOS.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
violence.
You're a
No
Chinese
violence.
midget. Look at you. You're like
you guys are gonna
5'2".
get me in trouble if you do like.
Dude,
violence.
I'm a
When I
foot.
say you
I'm
guys,
a
I
foot.
mean Mike.
Look how happy I am. Look at you. You're about to cry. Look at the smile on my face.
I'm crying.
Living a shithole.
I'm crying.
Inside.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah, crying for sure. All right, let's play this one.
Drop, and he's in a little shitty bedroom. His background drop.
Oh, I remember this one. Shout out to Dr. C. I'm playing this one again, obviously. This is a repeat from last time.
Show us your shitty bedroom.
What's going on?
The mine?
Hello, Pingberto. How you doing, Pingberto?
Where's the my shitty bedroom?
Oh no, dude, your bedroom looks like the Taj Mahal.
Okay.
The Taj Mahal.
Yeah,
next
what's
to it.
up?
He had
What's
a
up,
little
Mike?
shitty. He had a little shitty dresser.
What do you want, Mike? You're on a fucking Obama.
That dude has a fucking setup. This is what can you say, Mikey? I thought he had a small bedroom. Motherfucker got 17 cameras. I don't know how many terabytes that fucking computer has, but wrong again, Mikey.
Oh shit!
I'm driving
Look
a
at
fucking
that,
spaceship
bro.
here.
Bro,
What's up, Mike? This is my shitty room.
Like with me, I did get hit on because I would go to the club.
All right, so I was sent this. I think I had it in my list. I think I've seen this before. I didn't just watch about a minute of it, but this goes back a little bit, I think.
Clubs, alternative clubs with my ex. My ex loved the shows, and
the gay bar. They called them gay bars.
Yeah, you would get hit on. There's this young guy in there. You're like, oh, they want a conquest. It's usually the older guys.
Oh yeah, I know. Yes, no, you would be eaten up. I already know.
But it just
this is from Tommy's channel, actually. Yeah, shout out to Tommy.
it's one of those things where it's like a conquest. It's kind of like YouTube. It's like YouTube. But you know, I and it's cool because I was always accepted in those realms because I never disrespected anybody.
Williams Wright says, has Mike or anyone on panel kissed a guy? And I'm thinking, like, Jeff is gay, right?
I like sucking dicks. I like
So
sucking dicks.
have I ever kissed
I
a
like
man?
sucking dicks.
Yes, I have. Everybody has. Like in their 20s, if you're at a club, yes.
Sorry.
I mean, you've been in those situations where someone's like, "Hey,
so sorry.
You know, you want to hook up," and you know, it's not even perversion. It's just if someone likes something, then they're gonna like something. Why is Mike, Jeff? Why is Mike and Jeff friends? They should be enemies. No, we're not. We're cool.
Does anybody really say that?
That question.
I don't remember anybody saying that.
They're asking you. I don't know. Jeff and I have lots of opposites. Nobody questions.
A few moments later.
All right, all right, Berto. Just don't be so damn loud, Berto. That's all I ask. Come up calmly, because I'm a calm type of dude. You know what I mean? So I'll let you up, but damn it. Just come up, you know what I mean? Chill, you know what I mean? Relax, you know what I mean? Take a breather, Berto.
LOL, I'm actually, calm. I came up here, just perfectly fine. So you don't got no worries.
Yeah, okay. I trust and believe that you're not gonna go ballistic on me, okay? How you doing?
Pretty good.
You doing good? All right. Good. Long time no see, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes your mic is a little loud, and when I have a lot of guests, obviously it's gonna and I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes it's gonna be crazy, you know what I mean? Especially somebody starts picking with you. I get it. Defend yourself, Berto. Yes, I get it. But sometimes your mic is
They're always, very triggered because that's, the thing though. My mic has always been loud. I mean, since the very beginning, I actually started coming on panels. Like people should be used to that by now.
For sure. All right. I got somebody else coming up. Let me see who the hell is it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, this guy is EB3. I think I've seen him on Jeff's. I think I got 2 people in the back now. Hold up. All right, let me bring HC up first.
Bring that little tard up.
Beaner.
Yeah, the same thing as always. That's the best thing he can say.
AC?
I can say a lot more than Beaner.
Okay, then say a lot more then.
Let me bring this guy
I
up.
just said a lot more than Beaner by saying I just said a lot more than Beaner.
Hey, IB3, what's up?
What's cool, man? You left a message on one of my channels. So I thought
Nice to meet you, brother. I think I seen a video yesterday. Something about having a new setup for your computer or something.
Yeah. I don't remember you commenting on that video, but yeah, you've commented on one of my channels, and that's
I have. Yeah. I kind of go around sometimes just checking out. I think I seen you on Jeff's. That's where I met you at, right? Am I right?
I'm not sure, man. Pleased to meet you anyway.
Gen X Jeff.
Yeah. Gen X Jeff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
No. Okay. Well, nice to meet you anyway, brother.
Yeah.
So AC, are you here to start some shit? Is that what you're here for? Because I'm here for it.
Well, what are you talking about?
And what are you talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Are you playing stupid as usual?
I literally don't know what you're talking about. I mean, why are you so loud? You're gonna start popping.
I mean, you're mad because you were sitting up here saying that I was rage quit earlier. I never rage quit.
Like your volume's gonna start popping. Like
I already told you I was actually going for walking. And as a matter of fact, the only reason why he ended the live stream earlier because you were basically going around doxing innocent people, so he had to end the live stream and restart another one. And when he restarted a second live stream, you did not honestly, show up. I mean, for it, you did not even come up and honestly, defend yourself. So therefore, I won both times. You lost.
No.
So why don't you honestly, take the L? AC, you're not honestly, accomplish. Anything. By being up here, like even on roster, you didn't accomplish anything.
Literally,
you're a failure. Dude, you couldn't even basically, handle. Nuncio, you couldn't even basically handle him. Yeah, he knew you.
You couldn't even stay on panel long enough.
Right, so there's that.
Dog.
You honestly, think that you're, that you're fucking getting somewhere.
You literally blame it on your dog.
Actually,
which is really weird.
Give me a second. Listen, what is it? IB3. Write something in the chat so I'll give you a rant. I just left to to identify people. Go ahead, Berto. Damn, Berto.
Okay, but yeah, I don't have to basically, blame on anything.
So
It's what
Berto,
I did.
like,
I said I
you're
took my
pretty,
dog out for a walk. Everyone who knows me
upset
knows I have
about
a dog.
this.
I have a dog that
It's a
basically
little
take
bit.
care of. So yeah, I go out for
I
walks.
kind of feel like you should be
but what do you do?
stepping out of the house
you
to
don't
like
do that.
touch
You're just like
grass.
fucking Ross. Yeah,
You need to touch some grass there, Berto.
I believe y'all. How?
Really think you need to go touch some grass?
Thanks.
Why would I need to touch some grass when I was just outside?
Yeah, I think you need to go touch some grass. Like you seem to.
Dude, you're absolutely making no type of sense whatsoever. That's your fucking problem.
I mean, you made no type of
Like,
sense. You said you got
like,
kicked, and yet no one kicked you.
All right. Let me start the video up. Let's watch the video. All right, I'm not gonna throw you off the panel. Just keep it civil, peeps. All right, we got a new guy.
I am keeping it civil, but okay.
AC always wins.
No, you always lose. Actually,
I beat Berto again.
No, you didn't beat me whatsoever. But you keep thinking that.
You rage quit.
I mean, everyone who knows me knows that Berto doesn't lose. To anyone.
I literally shut Berto up. Berto
you
quit.
honestly, didn't. Anyone who goes back on that live stream will see for themselves. You did not win. You like I said,
I've given that link out to a few people now. They can go back and watch. I mean, you claim that it's a lie, but there's
someone on the live stream and printed out, false faces and false addresses, shit. Guess what? They're automatically going to end the stream and restart another one. And so that's what he did. And you did not show up for that. We were all waiting for you, and you never showed up. So you lost. Understand. The definition. Dude, you already lost.
Wait, I was supposed to be there.
I won both different times. So get over.
You definitely lost. You went quiet on the first stream.
No, you're just very triggered. You have not accomplished anything. You have never accomplished anything since the very beginning. Even since day one.
Can I explain?
You think that you're accomplishing something, but all in reality, you're really not. Like, I'm the one really
Berto doesn't ever stop talking, so it's kind of hard to explain when Berto won't shut the fuck up.
That too. Like, come on now.
I would love to explain what happened. Yeah. All right. So awesome. Thank you. So I was hanging out with RDA. They had a stream going as they were restreaming what was going on in their VC, and Berto happened to be in there. I saw that this was going on. I jumped in there. I started to have a conversation with Berto. It went on for probably a good 2 hours until Berto, when I pulled up some document of his relative that was being charged with, if I remember correctly, it had something to do with attempted murder.
Oh,
and
wow.
Well, Berto's claimed that we don't have his docs or we don't have his information, but yet we have it. And once again, look, I'm not happy with the whole doxing shit and everything like that. I get that. But when you lie about who the fuck you are, well, it just makes us pull out the proof and go, you're a liar. And that's more or less where I was going with it. So Berto lying again about who Berto is, because hi, Henry. How you doing, Henry? Henry can lie and say he's a born woman. However, his birth certificate does say male, and he is never worn a fucking dress in his entire life. So, with that being said, Berto, I don't care what you do. I'm not here to king shame you. If you would like to, claim that you're a woman, that's fine. But I'm just going to call you out on your bullshit, just like I'm calling you out on your bullshit from this morning. You didn't say you were taking your dog out. You literally jumped off panel because the truth got smacked you in the face. And they pretty much end the panel like 20 minutes after that. You had 20 minutes to respond. You didn't.
Well, you kind of ruined Per Berto for me, bro. You ruined it, bro. I can't look at him anymore. And now I see Henry. I don't see pink fucking Berto. Thank you, AC.
Right?
You're
welcome.
Damn.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I mean, look.
I don't dislike pink Berto. You know what I mean? I think
I don't.
Yeah.
And look, once again, I've got EB3. I don't know how you stand or what your stance is against male, female, gender, blah, blah, blah. I don't really give a fuck about it. I really, really fucking don't. I just have a disdain for liars. And when you claim that you have been born a woman and yet you have a penis in between your fucking legs, I'm going to call you out for your bullshit.
My opinion is if a man or woman poses as the opposite sex, then they are a fraudster and ought to be treated like any other criminal.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. There's all this demand for them to be called a certain. No, I think if you're a male, you're a fucking male. You know what I mean? If you were born one, especially, stay out of the fucking bathrooms. My only problem with people like that is that they need to have their own fucking bathrooms. Been a couple times in the news I've heard this and that and the other, but I don't hate anybody. You know what I mean? Live your life. I don't care how you live your life.
Well,
But
the UK Supreme Court recently has ruled that biological women are the genuine article, and trans women have always been men as far as the Equalities Act is concerned. So they've always they've just been pretending.
Unfortunately, fencing, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with fencing, women's fencing. They allow transgender to compete against other women. They got to change that before the Olympics. I guess
Not
before
anymore. Not
they change
in
it.
England.
Okay.
Not in England. I don't know about the rest of the world, but normally when England does something, the rest of the world follows suit eventually.
Yeah, I was watching this news story about this woman fencer that kind of put a knee down, didn't compete, and they gave the win to the transgender, and that was a shame. It's about the only sports, and I hope it, like you said, is over there in England. I hope it comes over here because it's not.
Just to clarify, the UK Supreme Court didn't change the law or anything like that. They just clarified what it always was. That biological women are the genuine article, and even in America, when it comes to the crunch, if it come to the draft, if it kicked off with war or something like that, trans women are biological men as well, and biological and trans men who are biological women don't have to sign up for the draft. So even when it comes to the crunch, America are like, nah, fuck all that bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So
the front line is going to look kind of funny with a whole bunch of blonde wigs in the front. That's gonna be a hell of a look. So what's up, AC?
None. I just came to chill. I was getting ready to come up here, and then Berto took the link, and I was like, oh well. I guess.
You missed the first part of my show, didn't you? All that editing, and now you got to go back.
I definitely missed it. I'm not gonna lie. Things were more important, like real life. So like when Berto was talking about. Yeah. Like when Berto was talking about, I didn't come back for the second part. I didn't even know they fucking did a second part of that fucking stream. I jumped into VC, and then Berto just all of a sudden came back and was like, I went to go walk my dog. This is bullshit. Starting up another stream. I'm like, look, I already got my win. I don't fucking need to be here. I got things to do anyways. I have kids. I've got a wife. I've got a household. I've got more important things to deal with. So I didn't have to stay. I just absolutely had to. I just didn't have to. I don't know how else to explain it. Like Berto trying to claim, well, I won a second time. How did you win when I didn't even know that there was a competition for the second time that they were going to do a panel? Didn't have a clue.
You got to be on panel to win. Yeah, absolutely. You can't not.
And once again, when you're on panel like Berto was, and there's an argument going on, and all of a sudden he drops the fuck off, and you just stop talking. Well, you took an L. Again, this is now the third time that Berto has quit on me.
The saying is Berto always wins. The first
that's not true. Not true. Once again, I can't stand liars. If you're going to make the claim that you always win, then why do I have proof of you quitting at least twice?
I've just shared your stream around all my socials.
Hey, salute. Hey, by the way, happy Father's Day to all the fathers and the grandfathers out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
There's quite a few women out there that claim to have my children.
I'm Mexican, so I'm sure that there's a few kids out there that I'm not aware of. In fact, I think there's one kid online that I don't have a claim, but kind of have a claim to. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird to explain.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I get it, man. Yeah, it's Latino. Well, I don't know if it's as bad as Puerto Ricans, but I think we're pretty close, I guess. You see.
Probe is Probe's been really fixated on men's asses as of late. But I just wanted to point out this one comment here. It says Berto won. AC asked Angel to remove them from panel. Angel, did I ask you to remove Berto? I think my exact comment was it's a little hard to talk when Berto's talking over you.
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind.
There's something along those lines.
Well, I don't mind when it's just me and Berto or and a couple other, or a guest or one. Well, I don't know. It's got to be just me and him up here or her, whatever wants to be called. But yeah, it gets kind of loud. His mic is really fucking loud. He puts that thing on.
I mean,
100. So, but
I mean, Angel, if anything, if I ask for anything, I ask Berto to shut the fuck up so I can ask what I needed to ask. But Berto doesn't ever shut the fuck up, so that's more along the lines of where I was with it.
Dude,
I'm not asking people to remove him, but although that seems to be how to get him to shut the fuck up because he doesn't ever shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's a mile a minute too. It's like dude, he should fucking rap, dude. But
Angel,
Berto. Buster Berto.
Okay, I understand that Berto can rap off a fucking entire fucking encyclopedia with just a one breath. But have you not noticed that Berto is not the same Berto of old? Berto can't outdo the old Berto. When Berto used to come up on panel, like 1,000 words in a minute. This version of Berto is not even close. Can't touch the old Berto.
All right, let's put that to the test. Berto, I gotta see this because I don't know. I haven't spoken to him for a while. I'm gonna drop the link and see this new version of Berto. But meanwhile, we're gonna play this video. Do you know Mike? Do you know Mikey? EB3. My bad. Do you know Mike's? Do you know Mikey? I don't know if he knows Mikey.
Mikey.
Might have heard him. Yeah, might have heard him. Well, you're gonna see him in this video. See, tell me. You can talk right over the video. By the way, just tell me when to stop or anything. All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna rip a ball.
What's up, man?
Oh, get down. All right. Oh, here comes Berto. Shit. I wanted to play. Damn it. Okay. Let me see this new version of Berto, which AC claims. Go ahead, Berto.
No, first of all, let me just tell you a little something about AC. Like, he was just, fucking complaining about me when I was, talking fast. I guess he was complaining about it all the fucking time. He sits up there and says that I'm not the same. I am practically the same. Like, what are you even talking about?
Did I complain all the time?
It's kind of slower. Yeah, for sure. You got to pick it up, Berto.
I told you.
Go ahead. Why do you need me to honestly pick it up? Like, I'm talking at a normal speed so everyone else can understand.
No, you're slower, bro.
That's not normal speed. That's way slower. Way slower.
You lost your edge, Berto. What the fuck, bro? I'm disappointed. Ahead,
no,
Berto.
You're actually lying about that. See, this is what we call basically like a troll thing because you're basically trying to troll me into like talking very fast. Like, nah, it's just not going to happen. I know what you're trying to do. Like I said, I'm talking at a normal speed, which is what everyone wanted me to do in the beginning to, begin with. Now, all of a sudden, when I'm talking normal speed, you want me to basically speed up to the point where the whole audience can't understand what I'm saying. Guess when, and then it becomes a whole issue. See, but guess what? This is what you like doing. I mean, AC, you try to deflect. When someone's talking, fast, you want them to slow down, so you can understand them. And then when they're basically, talking normal, you want them to basically, talk fast, all because they're not the same person like they used to be. That makes absolutely no sense. You're not making any type of sense whatsoever. You're not accomplishing. Anything like since you've been on this panel. You really haven't. You basically told them your own goddamn self is what you have been doing. So there's that. Like if you honestly think that you're calling that a win, you're not going to be able to use that against me. Neither.
Well, he's I think he's a little slower. Maybe I don't know.
I told you. Like, look, and then he tries to blame it on like me complaining. When did I complain about Berto's fucking speed?
I mean, is it a summertime thing? I don't know. In the
I don't
wintertime,
know.
he was fast as shit. In the wintertime, he was blasting everybody. But yeah. All right, let's play this. You see, this is kind of an oldie but goodie, by the way. You see, you probably seen this. Let's see.
Man, what's happening?
Shut up.
Hey,
I was gonna say I excused your assumption and introduction because of your autism. I've got a question for Rakeem. I've got a question for you. Then I'm the fuck out, whether you like it or not.
Okay. Please, no, Tommy.
No, hang on.
This is your safe space.
Go ahead. AC, I gotta show you my new. I don't think you've seen this one. You probably did. You probably.
Was that Mike?
Yeah, that's Mike. Well, not the one laughing, but yeah.
The one that just got kicked off that panel. Is that who you were calling Mikey?
Well, I tell you what, this is Mike right here.
I like sucking dicks. I like sucking dicks. I like sucking dicks.
That's old Mikey right there for sure. Yeah.
I know of him.
Okay. Have you been
crossed-
out panel with him?
Yeah, we've crossed paths. He doesn't like me very much. I know nothing about him other than what I've met. I know drama surrounding him because of CT's panel. Do you know CT?
That's where I saw. I apologize for that. I thought it was Janice. Yeah, I saw you at CT's for sure.
Well, I've subsequently been banned from there over
Have
some
you?
bullshit.
Yeah.
And
You know Dr.
believe it-
Shink and who's the other guy? Triple One and them. You know those people?
Yeah. I've got drama with all these people. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. I like Dr. C. I'm not gonna lie. Triple One, I've met one time. I think he's come up one time, but seems like a cool kid. I think he has probably little issues here and there, but doesn't seem like a bad guy. CT is funny. I find CT. I'm sorry, Dr. C. I think he's hilarious, to say the truth. But yeah,
Just saying. Oh, Chin. Yeah. All right, whatever. But yeah, I've got drama with these people, but with Mike, not so much. I don't really know him other than what other people have shown on YouTube and what he's shown of himself. But
Well, you don't have any beef with Mike until he starts threatening you and wanting to murder you, and just saying.
I've got genuine beef with CT. He accused me of shit I never did and slandered my name for over 12 hours on a live stream over 100 times. So, I got beef with him. So that means his subordinates and his loyals like Mike, they've got beef with me, if that makes sense.
especially Mike. Mike, he glazes all channel owners. So if you got a beef with a channel owner, I'm pretty sure Mikey's going to be right behind him. So
Well, all of CT's loyals are not going to like me very much.
Yeah. I don't know if you seen this AC, but I just showed this. I don't know if you've seen this one.
Listen to Tyler like a little
George. You see this idiot with the gun in his hand? I was looking for this fucking video for the longest, bro. And it finally popped up.
George Landis. You think I don't George Landis, you don't think
Now, what do you think he's doing there? Are you shaking in your boots, AC, at any moment?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm in Texas. We got guns here.
Sure you do. Uh-oh. Speaking of the devil. I'm sure you guys will get along fine. Let's see. Dr. C is in the building. Dr. C? Calling Dr. C?
This isn't Dr. Chink. This isn't Dr. Chink. Is Dr. Chink in here? I'm so scared of him. This is me, Mike. It's Movies Mike. It's Movies Mike.
Let me solo you out real quick. Let me see. I see. Oh, you're in the kitchen, Mikey. What are you making, Mikey?
No, I'm in the backyard, my $1 million pool. It's exclusive. It's exclusive. Like only flies and neighborhood cats are invited to my pool. It's saltwater too, because all I do here is, I let it out because it's Pride Month. This is a saltwater pool because it's filled with my tears. It's filled with my tears. Yeah. Mom says that this pool it's a health hazard. This pool is not a health hazard. It's a spa experience. It's a spa experience.
I hope you enjoy it. It's a long summer. I hope you enjoy the pool and all that.
Yeah. I got my floaty with me, and it's in theme. It's Pride Month. Yeah, you like my floaty? Yeah, because I don't want to drown in my sorrows.
Don't drink and swim, okay? All right? Don't eat and swim. Don't get a cramp. Oh, what the hell? Is that your chick?
Hey, Mark, I'm hungry. I need to eat, Mike.
That's its flotation device.
Yeah, this is my girlfriend. I said on a panel I've dated 40 women. This is all 40 of the women right here. Yeah, I met her at Walmart.
Good to see you, Dr. Chick, man. I always enjoy it. So you IB3, right? EB3. I keep saying IB3. There we go. Battle mode. Okay.
Yeah, EB3. Yeah, he's a friend of mine. I don't know if he feels the same way, but I've been following his content for about a year.
But you both been banned from CTs, right? That's what I'm hearing. You both been banned from over there, right?
Yeah. We got blamed for, I guess, demonetizing his channel. But CT gave me this cool. He did a cool episode on me, like 5 hours. He labeled me the most dangerous troll on YouTube. I'll rock with it.
I remember that. But
you can't be that dangerous because he allowed you to respond. He hasn't dared allow me to respond. He's too scared
Fair
for that.
point. Fair
well,
point.
that's a little unfair. So he went live on both of you guys and didn't give you guys a chance to rebuttal or anything.
No,
Nothing?
he gave him a chance. He didn't. My name got mentioned over 100 times on one live stream, and I haven't had a chance to respond. He's too scared of me. If he's not scared,
What was the argument? What was the argument that they were trying to?
He got demonetized, and I guess he's trying to blame somebody. I don't even think it was Mikey. AC, if you listen, you go to CTs, and it could be a number of things. You hear the N-word slung around a lot of topics, kind of that I wouldn't even touch myself. But if you have a monetized channel, obviously you got to take care of that. And I don't know. I don't think he was doing due diligence as far as in the chat. The chat was really fucking crazy. People saying all type of crazy shit. So it could be a number of things.
That's a
You can't
great
just put it
point.
on somebody. Yeah.
That's a great point, Angel. And for the past couple of days, I've been tuning in here and there on CT's show. And, the topic of demonetization came up. And he said he got demonetized for hate speech. So, he's kind of changing his tune, I think. Perhaps he realized how disingenuous it was to blame myself, EB3111, and a server I come from, my trolls, for demonetizing him. But, with the time I talked with him, he wasn't taking enough responsibility. I mean, you mean to tell me, CT, that a conversation with a black supremacist who wants to murk white people, talking about the Zulu Nation, all the racial epithets, you mean that gets a pass, and you're not taking accountability for that, but you're blaming the Asian guy, you're blaming the Englishman up here, you're blaming 111 for it? Like, come on.
I've seen him go off on people and actually say the N-word a couple of times. And then obviously he's allowed, he's black, he can say that as well. But I'm just saying, as far as responsibility as the channel owner, you got to set the tone to stuff like that. You let that type of shit go, and it happens in the chat, it happens on the panel, the people next to you. I seem to think, now you may not agree with me, that he kind of talks down to the black and brown people a little bit. So that's not my, I went over there, and I'm gonna be honest with you, because Mikey was over there most of the time, so I kind of trolled Mikey. But as far as his content, he hits on a lot of good topics sometimes, but I think he talks down to his own people. That's my take on it. Obviously, you guys were over there for a different reason, but other than that, I think he's a cool guy. But
Well, Angel, I've got drama with him as well, because it goes beyond that. It doesn't have to be on your panel if you don't want it to be, but I don't mind it. I'll keep it civil.
I
but like
appreciate that.
if you give me 60 seconds to speak,
go ahead.
Cool, man. Chin, I'll give you one more chance, right? Yeah, if because that print screen you showed me as evidence the other week, right? Of someone asking for. Because of technical issues, asking for it for whatever. That was on the 28th, but I made the video about CT and his team taking age-restricted content out of that channel and showing it on his 14+ channel on the 26th of May. So if you can show me a video, because I don't want a print screen and it can't be edited, but show me a video where you're like clearly scrolling past it and you can see it, click on the individual's name and whatnot. Blur it if you have to, but a video, not a print screen, of something before the 26th of this supposed technical issue. And I believe it. But if it was after the 26th, like the one you showed me, like the 28th or something like that, I don't believe it, because I had a conversation with Shrimpy about this legal issue the night before. Well, let's just say 6 hours later. It was the same night, but the next morning. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I stay awake from past midnight. So early hours in the morning, the next morning, when, I perhaps supposed to have been asleep, it got turned off. Do you understand? Right, yeah, on the 27th, that would have been. So on the 26th, I made a video highlighting this legality after having the epiphany. On that same night, me and Shrimpy had it out in a VC, and then he's typed in that channel that he completely understands where I'm coming from, trapping CT in this legal predicament. Now I can make all the memes about him or whatever in this tit for tat spat I got with CT. I've got him trapped, basically, and he understood that legal technicality. Then, mysteriously, hours later, the age restriction's been taken off that server, that channel. And if you're claiming it's a genuine technical issue that was going on before mine and Shrimpy's conversation and before CT's team went in there and took age-restricted content and distributed it to 14 plus on his YouTube channel prior to the 26th, then I will believe it.
Let me ask you guys something. Is there and it's nasty business. Obviously, listen, I don't care if you have a monetized channel. I don't care if I don't like the content. I know people work hard to monetize the channel, but is it possible that somebody can go after just specifically one thing that can actually monetize? I don't think it works like that, right? I think it has to be a number of things to take to get me demonetized. You know what I mean? It has to be. It doesn't not one thing. You can't just point your finger on one thing and say, "Well, that's what got you going." You know.
I have responded. I went live for 9 hours and responded to the video because they didn't allow me on to respond. If you listen to that in your spare time, whenever you want to,
I'll go back and watch it. Yeah,
I say the same as you. Like, he was being reported by separate groups long before I ever come along.
Right.
I had nothing
So
to do.
he doesn't even know himself. He doesn't. He just kind of throwing darts in the dark, trying to just pin it on somebody, I guess. You know.
And it was no secret. I oppose his philosophies, whether he's joking about them or not. Like,
yeah, but for church, you know, it's that type of vibe there. People are always arguing. People are always disagreeing with each other, and you know what I mean. So I don't. That'd be kind of strange. You know what I mean? That. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I know his channel continues to be on there. I'm glad he's still up. I don't like to see anybody taken down or anything like that, unless it's really little one, you know, talking about little ones or anything like that. But yeah, but let's play this video while we wait for Dr. C to do his thing.
I don't know what you do online, George Landis.
Michael Cerrone.
You had butt sex with Joey Miko. And that
Georgia Landis.
Hang on, Cheats Head. They're on a roll right now.
But Dave,
yeah,
why is this fucking drunken pillhead Mike up here talking shit?
Not drunk.
Yeah,
I'm not drunk at all.
Listen here, you fake tough guy. You're a little faggot, right? You're going after a woman. You accuse
look. You know, that's I don't get this. This is kind of fucking disturbing in so many fucking ways. Childish. First of all, the first thing I think of is fucking childish. Showing a gun on YouTube. What do you think you're flexing? You know.
Well, if you're monetized, that'll get you demonetized.
For sure. But this guy, you know, I think he's on sewage days. I think on if I can stand corrected. Somebody tell me.
Yeah. No, I get that. I'm just making the point because we were talking a minute ago about demonetization and all that, so it's just correlating the two. But anyways, yeah, go ahead.
But it's just kind of weird, you know what I mean? All right, so let's continue on.
Everybody, why are you showing a gun, Mike, that you ain't going to use on nobody? You're a bitch, Mike. That's all you are. That's why everybody hates you on YouTube.
It's a fake gun.
I'm not that powerful.
All the attention.
This is fake. This is fake.
Wow, Mike owns a weapon. Wow, so cool, Mike.
It's fake.
It's so
fake.
Cool. You're so cool.
It's so fake. It's so fake.
Yeah, it's fake like you're right. It's fake like it's fake like you're right.
So fake. Yeah, it's so fake. Georgia Landis.
Michael Cerrone.
On a separate note, do you know what I realized about Dr. Chin? Dr. Chin, do you know what I realized as well on a separate note? Pepe the Frog is also the trophy at the Streamer Awards.
Yeah, I heard about that frog thing.
I didn't even think of that. I mean, like, what a weirdo. Let alone Elon and Trump stuff advertising it.
Yeah. Is that a real thing?
Look up the Stream Awards now. They think they're Hollywood celebrities and that, these top streamers and everything. But their trophy is a golden Pepe the Frog.
I want an apology. CT, you owe me an apology. You smeared my name for something I didn't do. I don't flag stuff. I believe in free speech absolutism. I never sent my crew to flag your channel. You owe me an apology.
Well, he said
You're
that
wrong.
about.
You're in the wrong. Make it right, CT.
He said you had a frog behind you. That the one that that EB3 was just talking about. That I kind of looked that up on Google. I couldn't really find anything on that specific frog, but it made no sense to me. It still doesn't. But
yeah, but now, if you look up the streamer awards now, like he's in the streamer business. Like CT's in the streamer business, and he hasn't never realized that the pinnacle of his industry uses Pepe the Frog as a trophy for the top spot.
Real quick, just wanted to comment on something that's in chat. Abe said, "Why don't you like me? We had a good thing going, Joey Waffles." Abe, why are you such a pick-me girl? Holy fuck, you are such a pick-me girl. Like, why won't you love me? Please love me. Stop it. This is what I'm talking about. Stop. Jesus fucking Christ.
Shout out to the Rick officials. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Did he write it? Did he actually write it like that? Joey, why don't
Yes, he wrote it like that.
That's funny as fuck. All right, let's watch this fool with his little, I don't know if it's a real gun or not, but it's just dumb.
You want to see the bullets?
Yeah.
You want to see the bullets?
Yeah, we don't want to see the bullets. All right, since you guys weren't here, I'll go back. I hope the people don't mind if I go back a little bit.
What a clown. I mean, what purpose does it serve to show a piece on a panel? Like
None whatsoever.
Like that's so weak. That just points to his own inadequacies and insecurity. He's overcompensating, like you're trying too hard. Make yourself look
like a
super
motherfucker.
Retarded, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
then he wonders why
lame.
people talk about him, make memes of him, have live streams about him. But let me go back. So I think you guys are gonna probably enjoy this. All right, let me start over.
But they catch a flight. They catch a flight to Puerto Rico to put your grandmother's grave online. All I'm trying to say is that I warn people about this. They've been tormenting people and abusing people for too long. Yo, when we all come together as a group, we're gonna rip them apart. We're gonna rip them apart, and they know it's
Mikey ripping people apart. Wow.
It's like when you're in the eye of the hurricane. Okay, you're in the eye of the hurricane. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's coming, bro. It's coming. They're gonna wish they never messed with us.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all it is. Yo, that picture of AC is terrifying, bro.
He's always talking about either you or me, but yeah.
That's some mobile phone.
This man put a
help himself. Yo, we live in his fucking head, HCU. We live in his head.
I apparently do.
Yo,
What you need is a
Joe
mobile.
Amico MB. Oh my goodness. But this
You're
is the
away.
thing.
Go ahead, EB3. Go ahead, EB3.
I was just
You
saying
good?
that's clear. Yeah, I was just saying that's clearly mobile editing, isn't it? All you need is a mobile.
Oh yeah, I did some editing for sure. Yeah, it was kind of quick and then last minute type shit, but I do a better job. But
is this your shit? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I edited it myself.
Am I right then? Is it mobile editing? Yeah.
No, it's CapCut.
Oh, right.
CapCut.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm telling you, gentlemen, and you know this. You already know what I'm talking about. What's going to happen over the next couple months is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. The YouTube streets are going to implode.
Yeah.
What do you use for the subtitles?
Talking to an underage boy. There's evidence.
Go ahead.
What do you use for the subtitles?
Oh, it comes the paid version of CapCut. The free version just comes limited. It's like you can only do a few things. But if you pay, I think it was what, $17, $14, something like that. Yeah, it comes with all types of stuff. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's CapCut Pro, I think it's called.
Pay to play. Is that what you do? Okay.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
I'm an OBS geek.
Yeah. I try to do the
look,
version, it never comes out right. Yeah.
The good thing is, like, when you're running a channel, you've got enough subscribers that would like to participate in like helping with the donos and stuff. Like, a lot of the funds will end up going to that. So like your StreamYards, your CapCut, your Power Director. So once again, shout out to all the people who donate to the channels, not just mine, but Angel's as well.
Yeah.
I
do like it's appreciated. It does help. It does.
StreamYard's like OBS for cloud. Cloud OBS. I do like it.
I want to do the OBS maybe sometime after the summer, but I can't believe that StreamYard kind of doubled up. I don't know if it happened over there. I think it's everywhere, right? It went from what was it, $54 to almost $100, something like that. So.
I experimented the other day. I ran the free StreamYard through OBS and put my own avatar over the duck avatar, right? Yeah, the logo and that. So, and I had all my own shit. Worked out that I could still invite people on, bring them up on cam and everything, right? Yeah, without actually pressing the go live button on the StreamYard. So like, there are ways of manipulating it with OBS.
Yeah.
For sure.
Listen, it took me a while to learn StreamYard. Believe me, it took me a while. So for the thought of just messing around with something else, you know what I mean? Some other stream, it's kind of, you know, I don't know if it's complicated. I don't know if I, you know what I mean? But I could probably get it, but it'll take me a minute. Go ahead.
I've been using OBS for over a year or so now, but and StreamYard was like a day or two, and I'd mastered it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dr. Chin here. Yo, Dr. Chin, anything before the 26th, and I'll believe you because that was before it happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with Dr. Chin to see we do the OBS. I think Kane Catharsis actually offered to help me too. So let's see what happens.
There's evidence out there. We'll get with Kaylee. If Kaylee, if you're listening, please come up. With the real Kaylee, please stand up. But she has the evidence, and then the whole thing is this:
raising men and women, folks.
He literally, he got exposed, dude. That picture of him on his avatar, dude. That doesn't look anything like him. It's hilarious, bro.
I think I know who the Jamie Lynn account is.
Stupid.
The Jamie Lynn. I think it's Flaky Jake.
Yeah, you talking about Liz? You talking about Elizabeth?
I do like how colourful. I do like how colourful your channel is, Angel.
What was that?
I do like how colourful and bright your channel is. And,
oh yeah, I'm Latino. I kind of like colors. It's one of those things people tell me all the time. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Nana.
It inspired me to use. I've been using ChatGPT recently to like color my channel up, and it's working. So
yeah,
and it was because of your thumbnails. I thought, yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I try to experiment with a couple of different backgrounds and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so give me a second.
Yeah, Elizabeth, just scumbag. She comes over to CTs and she tries to always play around in the chat. You know.
Oh, Flaky Jake.
Yeah. Because she came from Brian's. Remember, she came from Drinks and Discussions. She was over there, and then now she's. And then she came on panel a couple times. Her voice sounds like this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, just go away. Yo, you old fat cunt, just go. Start a curse. You old fat lady, go away.
She's like
just go away.
She's like 80 something. Yo.
Yeah, she's like in her 70s, bro.
Liliana said fucking Dutchie looks like a dinosaur.
Yo, Joe, listen, I'm gonna be very careful when I say this. Dutchie said to me that she wanted to use a mounted toy in my body.
God damn those damn toys! What the fuck? Can't get away from them.
What?
And yeah. So I want to be careful what I say because I don't want to get anything, because people listen. She wanted to use a mounted toy and she wanted to make me her B word because that's what she's into. See, this is the thing, Joe. I'm gonna tell you this, Joe. Hear me out real quick. This is what Dutchie is. Dutchie's she's a dominatrix, right? She's a dominatrix. She already admitted to being a prostitute. So she likes to dominate men like Tommy D. She wants to bang Tommy D in his wazoo.
This is a subject for another time, but I don't think the OF girls, I don't think that's actually prostitution. You may disagree with me. We can discuss it some other time. Because unless you're making contact, I don't consider it prostitution. But it's a great we can talk about that some other time.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, wazoo. But yo, people like me.
Now. Hey. Well, let's talk about it now.
What do you think? Is prostitution?
It's absolutely whoring themselves out. Well, whether it's OnlyFans, I consider like women on Facebook and that, that just show a bit too much cleavage and stuff. They're fucking whores and sluts.
Prostitution is one of the oldest. Yeah, go ahead. But it's supposed to be
that
some gratification. You know what I mean? Some type of obviously gonna have sex, whatever. You know what I mean? To me, in my mind, if you're not having actual sex with that person, it's like it's just like anything else. You know what I mean? Do we see a lot of? You go to Instagram. Instagram's gotten real crazy. And Instagram,
I think the legality of it, Angel, the legality of OnlyFans not being a prostitution or being kind of defined as that legalistically, it's because of a lack of like physical sex between the customer and the performer. So OnlyFans considers itself, as an online content subscription service. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty, but I mean, one can argue that it is a form of prostitution. It's like digital prostitution. But yeah, the lack of physical sex and contact. I don't think
what was EB saying? I don't think he was fully finished his thought. What was you saying, EB?
They're all e-whores, regardless. Like
they're all e-whores.
I was going to give you an example of because seeing as we're on the topic of CT's panel, I think there's a woman on there called LD or something like that, and she's married. And I saw her on there the other day with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like surrounded by 9 men, and she's a married woman. And I'm like, that's a whore. That's a fucking like e-whore prostitute. It's like unfaithful. How would you ever allow your wife to be chilling with? She's obviously like she's hunting for cock whilst married. That's what these women do, and these women prostitute themselves out. Whether OnlyFans is raw prostitution, it doesn't matter what the legalities are of it. Let alone these women on Facebook and all over social media doing dances, showing off their shit. They're all whores, all of them. They're just all begging cock and attention. Like, why are you even trying to butter it up? Just accept it.
I mean, you don't see it as like a form of like phone sex. I mean, like the old school version of like phone sex, like you call the 1-800 numbers. You're providing a service. It's not like like skin on skin fucking shit, but like I don't know. I'm just questioning. Like, I mean, that's what I would equate that to.
Okay, and I've been a horny teenager, and I've been 20, and I've been 25, but now I'm 45, and I've been I've been a God-fearing man for a long time, and been with a loyal wife for over 10 years. Right? There's a difference between being a male horny teenager and fucking anything at walks, and horny on your phone all the time, and maturing as an adult and settling down with a real woman who can cook, who's loyal, who doesn't whore herself out all over social media. Right, those are two different worlds, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, man, the numbers that these women are making, man. We talk about. I think I heard somebody make what $500,000 a month in a fucking prostitution. Listen, this put prostitution in a different fucking level. You know what I mean? You gotta pay taxes now for sure. These women are raking in the fucking dough. Maybe, and I tell you why I probably don't think it's like prostitution. Well, I've been married forever. First of all,
it's high class rules that weren't that in a night and never even have to have sex. So
it's like watching a porn. It's like, to me, it's like I don't really get a kick out of this. You know what I mean? It has to be, to me anyway, and I think for maybe a lot of men too. I think unless you're getting in, like I said, skin to skin. You know what I mean? To me, it doesn't seem likely to be prostitution. But I see what you're saying, though. You got a lot of good points.
It's depressing to me, man, seeing people having to sell their body for cheap cash and to pay the bills and for materialistic goods.
Oh,
man.
but don't feel too sorry for them. They're making a lot of money. Yeah.
I feel pity for him. No, I do feel sorry for him. Like, only poor people think money makes them rich.
I mean, but how sorry can you feel for these people? Like, at the end of the day, like, it's not your life, it's their life. Like, they're the ones that got to live with the like if you had murdered someone, right? You got to live with that on your conscience. If you're having sex on screen and you're, you know, this is shit that's going to be down the road where your kids could see it. Like, this is, you have to live with that. So, like, it's as much as it you feel bad for them. Like, it's not like you're the one doing it. They're the fucking idiots.
I'm a follower of the Christ, and regardless of what you hear,
they got to answer to God. I know what you're.
I'm a bit of an empath. I'm a bit of an empath. I feel pity for people.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I mean, look, we're human. I get that. Like, we can feel empathy for people and situations and this, that, the other. But I guess my whole thing is, like, I may feel a little bit sorry for them, but I mean, I'm not gonna fucking like lose sleep over it. Like,
yeah, I'm with you on.
I mean, maybe that's a shitty thing to. Maybe they think that's a shitty thing to say. I'm just.
It's their lives.
I'm saying, like, you know.
It's
their lives.
Yeah, if they have kids.
Listen, it depends how deep and spiritual you want this conversation to go. I mean, we can just carry on laughing at Mike if you want, but it can just go deeper. I've just got a general love for people, regardless of who they are and what they're doing. But like, obviously, then there's like criminals that you just can't forgive, like PDFs and stuff like that. I don't hate them. I don't let them rob me of my hate. I pity them. Like, I pity these e-whores. Do you know what I mean? I put them in the same class, really, as you know, Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, this is why these cities get destroyed and demolished. These people turn into whores, and they've got no self-respect. So that's why I pity them, because they're just. I get your point of view. Rush into their own destruction.
Most Christian and God-fearing people think the way you do. You kind of feel pity, you know what I mean, for them. I also believe in God, but I don't feel sorry for them, not one bit. When they're living better than us, you know, but by doing that, to me, they got to answer to God, I guess, you know what I mean. So let's continue playing this stuff, because the crowd is getting restless. All right.
Joe, Nunzio, CT, we have very, very masculine energy. We have masculine energy, right? So what?
Not when you're fucking crying like a bitch on YouTube, you know.
She's trying to do? She's trying to butt break you. She's trying to break your spirit. You know what I'm trying to say? She's trying to break your spirit, and she can't break us. She said online, F, marry, or kill, right? And she said that she would actually F me.
Damn, Dutchie. You know what? I guess, dude, I blame Dutchie for this, AC. You know that? Dutchie played that game with this fucking guy one time, and he's never going to let that go. You understand? He's going to be saying this to the end of time, right? Why did she pick that motherfucker to F? She could have ended
Dutchie's living rent-free in his head, and, like, I'm amazed at just how much commitment Mike has to slamming people and trying to overcompensate, but by pretending that he's accomplished in this and that. Because, like, I have a saying, like, you know, when your reality is weak, when your life it ain't shit off of the computer, your ego gets loud on the internet. It's like total overcompensation, insecurity, and a sense of personal failure.
If anybody knows Mike projects a lot. You know, when he says he has a ton of women, obviously he's lonely. When he says he has 3 cars, maybe he has a half a car, maybe halfway working.
He's got a bike.
He's got a bike, tricycle. You know what I mean? He's always, like you said, overcompensating on the things he lacks in his life. Obviously,
baby mama's in the house. Hi, baby mama.
Baby mama, hey, yeah. What's going on? But yeah, so he does that a lot, obviously. But he doesn't stop. A lot of people are trying to break out violins for this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. You can feel sorry for him if you want. I'm gonna roast him.
That's and I cornered her, bro. Dutchie is in love with me. She is literally in love with me. I want nothing to do with this female. I called her a tranny.
Liliana.
You're disgusting. You know, and I ripped her. And CT got mad at me because I was going a little bit too far, calling her a she-male and stuff. But he's demonetized. Yeah, I was calling her a tranny. You know, you know.
He sat with,
But
Mike
the whole
sat
thing
with
is that
him,
he's
like,
demonetized, so he let me go. He goes get him. So I went off. But the whole thing, you got to see these you got to see these streams, bro. I rip into Dutchie like you've never seen in your. And I take when I get sick to my stomach, and then all of a sudden, I do pain pills. I haven't had a pain pill in 3 years, bro. I had my knee surgery 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago. Like, what do you? The biggest piece of crap that I want to attack. And if you,
Who do you think he's gonna say? Who's the biggest piece of crap?
Biggest piece of crap. Oh, fuck. There's too many, man. There's too many. I'll let y'all go first because I need to think about this.
I even forgot what the fuck he said. What's going on, Rinky? Rinky lifestyle.
He's like the biggest piece of crap. The biggest piece of crap that I'm gonna go at. Cheesehead. I'm gonna go at Cheesehead. Just because he's my boy and I know he fucks with Mike quite a bit. I'm gonna go Cheesehead.
You gonna say Cheesehead? I'm gonna say, and I forgot. I edited this motherfucker. I forgot what he said. I'm gonna say, fuck. I'm gonna shit. Quick Vic. I don't know. All right.
You guys let me. I want to attack that guy crap.
Oh, it's Capgun.
What?
It's Capgun. Capgun was trolling the fuck out of him yesterday. Yeah, I just remembered.
Oh, I missed that.
I want to rip him. Yo, he's got charges about a teen boy on his record. I want to rip
show that
Cameron. I'm gonna rip him.
Cameron, hit the link, you fucking punk bastard.
Rip him. And his voice uses a fake avatar. Look at me. Like, I'm not little. Okay, I'm not a little guy. Like, oh, you're 5'2". Dude, I'm 6'3". What are you talking about? Wow. Like, you know, and they make these fake pictures of me. Bro, look at me. Like seriously, like, what are you talking about? And then this guy Cameron uses a fake avatar with his weird ass pedo voice. I'm Cameron. I'm Capgun. He sounds like he's so Billie Jean. But the thing is that, you know, they want to talk about you, but these people don't cam up. I think going forward, to have these people on your panel, have them cam up, because we've all cammed up. But like, if he comes to the backstage, yo, clip it so we can see how fat he is. I've actually seen his cam slip. Let me tell you something. Cameron Krause is a little fat guy in Reno. He's a little fat guy, and he shows himself like he's some like bodybuilder.
Quick Vic, this is from a few live streams. I just plucked it. I just went through a whole bunch of live streams, plucked the Mike Cerrone stuff.
But it's not true.
Guess who's here?
It's not true.
Near 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Now, this is funny as fuck. This just happened. Go ahead. Angel,
really quick. You know, I just want to issue a public apology to Capgun because, like, that stream, Quick Vic, it happened on Zell's panel the other day, and Capgun came online to address these allegations, and Mike was all like, "Hey, is it true you did this and that?" And, you know, I'm new to this scene. Me and EB3 are new to this, like this panel verse. I've only been doing it for less than a month. So I was in the chat, and I was surprised that Capgun wasn't like saying anything to refute what Mike was saying. Like, you know, being called that is like the worst thing, and you don't just throw out that label without any proof. So, like, at the time, like, I was waiting for Capgun to be like, no, I didn't do any of that. But then, like, there were other people in the chat that were saying, yeah, you know, he did it. You know, there are these allegations that, according to these people in chat, were true. Until I did my due diligence. And, you know, I have access to databases. And the thing is, I didn't see a single thing.
Up,
and in the Trap House server, they explained it to me that there was this person by the name of Huckleberry who fabricated the whole thing, who fessed up to it. And, you know, I'm just here to make an apology to Capgun for, jumping the gun and not giving you the benefit of the doubt. So that's humble pie for me.
That's fair.
But yeah.
That's fair. Because and I'm gonna tell you right now, and AC knows Cap Gun longer than I do. This was put out 3 years ago, and obviously it resurfaced. But we could listen. If anything, we kind of know each other around here. We know who's who. That came from not a good source. You know what I mean? So when Mike is calling somebody that with no fucking proof whatsoever, I can guarantee you that Cap Gun is not. And I don't even. I know him, but you know what I mean. But
I don't know what Chin's on about. I might be new to this drama, but I'm not new to any of this. What we're doing right here.
AC, am I right about that?
I'm sorry, I walked away. What happened?
Dr. C was apologizing because he's on panel when Cap Gun was been called a chomo, and I would just tell him that, and obviously it's not fucking true. I know Cap Gun for a while, not as long as AC, but I know.
Yeah, look, every sector has their own little fucking rules and shit and things that are disliked. And, I think universally on this side of YouTube, like if you're going to call someone a chomo, you better have the fucking records for it. You better have some kind of proof to show that. And there's never been any fucking proof. There's always been allegations. In fact, the one person who made allegations that supposedly Cap Gun was a fucking chomo was from Huckleberry, and Huckleberry went back on that and said that she apologized for it. She lied about it, but then I think a month later went right back in on fucking Cap Gun. Of course, this was after the whole fucking tonic shit. So you can't without the fucking proof, we can't sit there and throw someone under the bus and then roll over him over and over and over again. Because if that was the case, if there was any kind of fucking proof, Cap Gun would be part of this fucking community. He wouldn't be here.
I agree.
We wouldn't allow that.
Now, Dr. C, he legitimately said, well, why didn't Cap Gun is low key. If Cap Gun didn't say, no, he obviously was waiting for Mike to say, and it might have looked bad because he didn't just jump on it and say or deny the rumors, but he was kind of trolling Mike with his own lies, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? That's why.
Well, here's the thing. Cap Gun's denied this for a long time. For him to jump up on panel, it's just like everyone sitting here talking about the butt plug shit with me. I don't care. All this shit that's in the fucking chat here is bullshit. I give two fucks what you people think. I laugh at 99% of what's being said. Same thing with Cap Gun. He gives two fucks about what you think. And if you had proof, show it. Show the proof.
Yeah. But
you won't show the proof because there is none.
And when it comes to things like that, you gotta be able to say, I don't give a fuck. If it's not true, if the more light, the more voice you give it, the more you address it, you know what I mean? It becomes even worse. You know what I mean? You address it one time, if anything, but you move the fuck on. If it's not true, it's not true. I don't give shit like that at all. All right, let's continue watching this.
Give a loaf of bread 2 minutes.
Hey, Track. Track, you know what's so funny, Track? Yo, check this out, Track. Yo, when I was in boot camp during Christmas time almost. So we got, packages to be able to deliver to our house. So I requested my mom to send me 2 loaves of bread, bro. Of Puerto Rican bread. All right? And that shit came in, bro. And I ate that shit with nothing on it. With no butter, nothing. Just ate the shit out of that.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to set this one up. So Mikey just came up. Jeff said hi to him. I think he said hi to him. But he wanted to talk, and they wouldn't let him talk, and this is what happened. He rage quit.
Bread, bro. And I also got a old school camera, the old, disposable ones. So I got pictures of me. I got pictures of me in boot camp, in the shower with us with our goddamn M16s, chilling in camo, with our hat backwards and shit. Thinking we're fucking hanging out all cool. We're taking goddamn prison pictures type shit. But I had pictures of that, bro, back in the days. But I remember getting bread in boot camp, and I ate that shit with nothing on it, and it was the best food ever in my life.
Fucking crying, man. Shit.
Oh, he's pissed. He just fucking stealing.
Panda Agua, don't worry, sis. Hey,
I noticed that same expression whenever he's not the center of attention. He's got this expression. Yeah,
for sure. It's strange. You can tell. I can tell already. I've been watching this fucking face for a while now. I can tell when he's about to fucking blow. Pause.
To the legs. Lays before
That's
lays.
awesome.
Yeah, my favorite lesson learned from food in boot camp was
Shout out to them Snickers. Shout out to the Reese's. Salute,
My
salute.
favorite.
Yo.
you can turn anything into a sandwich.
Is that water bread,
bread,
Panda Agua?
You might get ice cream cake right now.
They have ice cream cakes.
Motherfucker, you read it my
Baskin-Robbins
goddamn mind.
I'm saying you can toast some bread. Hey, what other ingredients do you have? You got chocolate chips. You got syrup. You got what do you got? You got icing.
Hey, shout out to Tedder. I've ignored the chat.
No, Gen X. You're gonna see here right now. We're gonna see the old school shit we used to do.
Put it on
We're gonna make
not bread.
So growing up.
Yeah.
Growing up. Yeah.
That's pretty good, though. God damn. Good shit.
Hey.
We had.
Wait, Mike has the mic.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
No,
I'll see you later. I'm done.
Mike, I said go ahead. When you were growing up.
I'm done.
No, I want to hear about when you were growing up. Okay, well, next time you come on.
He gets so fucking butthurt, dude. Mikey needs his dose of attention. Jesus. You know what I mean? They forgot he was down there. All right, I played that one.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what it is? Like with Mike, I think at the core of his personality, he probably believes like if he talks big enough, you know, he wants that validation. If he talks big enough, then he won't remember how small his world off of the computer really is. You know, because like with Mike, like for him, it's like the louder he talks, like volume equals value to him.
My thing is, listen, we're going on 3 years. You can't tell me that you can't control your behavior or at least modify your behavior somehow. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a big believer. Go back, go watch yourself. Maybe you can see some improvement. Maybe you say something that you shouldn't say. Whatever. You know what I mean? But you can't tell me after 3 years the behavior's gotten worse. Believe it or not.
Angel, can you believe he's at that age? He's at that age talking like this. And
we're talking about grown ass people, grown ass men, and the thing started with me when he on a panel said he was going to call my daughter's job. Okay, and that's when the ball started rolling with me. I never let that go, and since then he said some horrific stuff about other people's kids too, including all types of shit. You know what I mean? I have a library full of his nonsense, believe it or not. So,
yeah, he's spiritually bankrupt, Angel. Like empty men like that, they make the most noise because they're empty inside. Yeah.
And all right, so let's move on to something. I think let me see if I played this one already.
Well, speaking of the dick dude, we have another dick dude right here. Welcome, Mike.
Yes,
Someone just took your title today.
Uh-oh. Mine was more impressive, though. Mine was a little bit more impressive.
Who the hell is Felicia?
That's what Chuck said, sir.
It was a good helicopter. It was going... It was.
How'd it go, Mike?
Alcohol is a funky thing, man. It really is. I got far away from it. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with that shit.
Cheesehead, you might come up and troll.
Yeah, I like to say, part of it is drinking. I don't think Mikey drinks every fucking day though. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? Felicia, what you say? I don't know who you are, but be careful. You're gonna get banged.
This would be fun.
I'm not looking to argue, so if I get yelled at or if I start feeling uncomfortable, I'm just gonna bounce. And that's not a rage quit. I'm not here. I'm here to laugh with friends.
Well, just call time, and we can. You don't have to bounce.
I'm not here to be the focus of everything. So I'm just here to talk with guys. That's it, and have fun and laugh. So I'm not gonna be the pincushion. I'm not gonna be. That's not gonna do.
What's up, fellas? First time caller, first time panel guest. What's up, Mikey?
This is a while back. This is Cheese roasting the hell out of Mike.
I was getting ready to say, isn't he blocked from that channel now?
I don't know if he's blocked.
I can swear. I could swear cheese isn't loud up on panel over at Gen X Jeff.
Oh no, well, I don't know. I don't think cheese.
I'll have to ask him. When I see him next time, I'll ask him about it.
I think he's been there before. Somebody chat. You guys remind me if cheese has gone to Gen S. I think he has though. I think he has.
Jeff, Mike.
Yeah, no, I
say one thing.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you please stop with the fake accent, please?
What's his real accent?
You can't see, Jeff. You don't know Mike like we know Mike.
I know he's been pretty consistent with me so far with the accent.
But when Mike gets around certain people, his accent changes. Like if he's talking to somebody from the South, he's Southern. If he's talking to somebody from, say, the streets, Mike's hood, Mike's fake Italian accent.
That's code switching.
Listen, he's so predictable. We kind of already know what to expect from Mike.
Who's we? Who's we?
Unpredictable.
Yeah, Mike. Everybody. Come on, man. Don't
so
play
let
that.
me ask you a question. Why am I such
like the Truman Show?
Why is my life concerning to you?
He's a comedian sabotage. I don't know. I wouldn't even call him that. I think he's just one of those people who don't want to be. If somebody has a New York accent, Mikey wants it. If you have a country accent, he wants it. You know what I mean? He's trying to bite off people all the time. He doesn't know how to just be himself. That's his biggest problem. Mikey's not himself.
Yeah, bro, he's lost in the sauce. And the thing is, like, real successful people, smart, intelligent people, they don't need to brag like that. They don't need to make stuff up or pretend to be this and that. Like, people who are secure in themselves and who know themselves and are at peace with themselves, they have no need to do that.
Yeah, I tell everybody that I know that's new on YouTube, just be yourself, man. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know, take off on a good note and just be yourself. If you're gonna hide your identity, do a good job of it. If not, if you're gonna show people who you are, make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's. But be yourself at all times.
With everybody. Once again,
I'm not sharing with you. I'm not talking to you.
Mike. You're on YouTube. You're on a platform. People pay attention. So
why?
By the way, I don't know what code switching is. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't even want to know.
Why? What?
Why am I a concern of yours?
Who said
if you don't like me? If you don't like me, don't talk to me.
You are on a panel. People are going to pay attention to what you say and what you do. If you don't want that, then stay off of a panel. It's that simple. If you don't want people to talk about the stuff that you do, stop doing dumb shit. It's that simple.
What am I doing that's dumb?
Okay, so Mike, you pulling out your penis on a panel is normal.
Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Can you?
I'm not yelling.
Dude, if he only took the advice that people give him. If he only took the advice that people give him. He put it a nice little package cheese there, just not doing this dumb shit. You know what I mean? Because he could be on panel, nice and calm, but doxing people in the chat. He does it all the fucking time at CTs. Doxing my name when I'm not there and shit like that. Dumb shit, you know? So, yeah.
Like, I'm not yelling. First of all,
Do you allow Mike?
Yeah, go on.
Do you allow Mike up on here to have it out with you, seeing as you talk about him?
I'm sorry, say again.
Do you allow Mike up on here?
Oh yeah, he's more than welcome. Hey, he's afraid to come up here though. Yeah,
I was just making sure.
Yeah, he's not even blocked. I mean, in the beginning, when I started this channel up again, yeah, well, we didn't want him up here, but I don't think he was ever blocked though. I don't think he's ever been blocked. He doesn't have a wrench, so yeah, he's more than welcome.
Down. Like I said, Mike, pulling out your penis on a panel isn't normal. Dropping the N-word 40 times on a panel isn't normal. Pulling out a weapon, trying to get my channel shut down isn't normal.
Oh, you did that?
Yes, he did that, Jeff.
That's
yes.
Don't do it here.
He pulled a rifle on my channel in an attempt to get it shut down.
Control. Okay.
He's obviously scared of you and all the shit you've got on him, for sure.
Thank you, Kane. Catharsis. But how does that work amongst? I mean, code switching is changing your accent around different groups of people. I don't know. It's something I wouldn't do, I guess. How many people do that though? Honestly. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. Would the code switching be the same as like saying going to work and having one tone and then going home and having a different?
Oh yeah, attitude. I would say I would call it that.
I mean, like, okay. And Angel, you probably backed me on this. But like, there are people that go to work and they work, office or behind a counter, or they deal customer service, and they have what they call the white voice. And then when they go home, they're back to talking slang and the being in the hood.
Yeah. Well, I use my white voice when I'm here for sure. For sure. It's funny you say that.
Yeah. And that's I guess that's where I kind of because the way he was explaining it, that's what I was like, okay, the code switching, that would, to me, would be the equivalent of like a lot of minorities that grew up, or not, shouldn't say minorities, but just people that grew up in rough neighborhoods, and then they go and they get like a really badass job and they have to talk a certain way because that's anyways, that is code switching. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I had to do that really rapidly. Really a short story. It's a long story. Let me make it real short. I got bumped up to work in the offices at the union, right? So I used to work for a union. Right. I got bumped up really quick. My first meeting, wrong clothes. You know what I mean? I saw the way you spoke. I mean, especially when you're when you're in negotiations with the company. And you're part of the union, you got to talk a certain way. So I had to kind of, So I understand completely what you're saying. You got to put on that face, you got to put on that tie, you got to put on that voice, and kind of just blend with them, because you don't want to seem to look or sound like an outsider for sure. So I already look a certain type of way. I don't have to act a certain type of way. So yeah, I agree.
Okay, spill the tea.
It's the circular troll, Tommy. The circular troll.
Tommy, stop the gaslighting. Cut it out.
Oh, look, now he's mad, Tommy. No more touching.
Tommy, what's Tommy doing?
Yeah, what's Tommy doing?
I'm a mess. Tommy's just messing with me.
Yeah, he's just messing with you, Mike.
I'm gonna cook dinner, man. I'll try to come up later, but it's good to see you guys.
Mike,
I appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, it was fun.
It's 5 minutes. Dinner done by 6:30, so I'm gonna go make it now.
Well, he's hungry too, but it's funny. Every single fucking time I come up here, he runs, Jeff. He has an issue with me. He will be in chat. He goes around talking smack about people.
I got gloves on. I'm getting ready to make some dinner, but I'm not running from anybody. I'm actually getting ready to make dinner. Everyone do themselves a favor. Liliana, get over yourself, okay? Get over yourself. There's no problem. I don't know you. I have no.
As a matter of fact, this is the beginning when Mike started going to Jenna's Just panel.
Problem with you. Okay, we were on the panel. There's no problem. I'm not running from anybody. Get off your high horses. No one's afraid. No one's running. I have to cook dinner. Is that okay that I have a life?
Hey, shout out to Witch of Heart. I haven't seen you in a while.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen her too.
What was that?
I said, it's been a minute since I've seen her too.
Yeah. I think she might be on Discord. I'm not sure, but I'm not on Discord, so I wouldn't know.
I had her on Discord, but I have to go and message her to see if she's still active. She might not. She might have just checked out for a minute, because she does that from time to time. Angel, thanks for having me up, man. I'm gonna jump down. I got a few things I got to take care of. Hit me up later.
All right, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to the show. Somebody drop the link for AC, man. Both his channels, if possible. Shout out to the shit show.
Well, no, he just hang on. That's a game, because he just got accused of something.
Mike, don't take no
and then he's getting called triggered when he has a reaction to getting accused of something that he's not guilty of. And also,
I got no problem. You know how many times this man has asked me how many times if Liliana and I have actually slept together? Do you know how many times this man has grilled me for that information?
So
he did get kind of creepy on Bananas for sure. I remember him not trolling her, but actually being explicit with sexual comments and stuff like that. Hard to fucking watch, cringy as fuck. You know what I mean? Mike has done a little bit of everything, and I dare to say that he borderline sexual harassment. I'll say that.
Sorry to cut you off.
Talking over somebody when they're
Mike,
speaking
you
is
said you
kind of
had to go
rude.
cook. You see?
Thank you, Swag.
Had to cook.
Go cook. Go cook. Bye.
All right.
Go cook.
Thank
Go
you, Miss
cook. Bye.
Thing.
Bye.
Holy
Bye.
fuck! I got wow.
So you know how many times he has
Hey
asked?
guys, EB3 and Dr. C. You see the links down there? That's the guy that was up here. He runs a really good show. It's called The Shit Show. So subscribe to him, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Me if Liliana and I have actually slept together. You know how many times he's asked me that?
I don't.
Like a bajillion. He called me a fat bitch on
Can you
welfare.
put a link?
It's been-
Can you
it's
put a
been
links
long
in
time.
private
People
chat?
with Heart and others.
Yeah.
We have been around for years
got
around
you.
Mike. So we have, Jeff, we have seen it all, right? Like I said,
Yep.
I run a small channel. We just go live once or twice a week. You
Here,
know,
let me-
Mike, when we first started, Mike's goal was to take our channel down. That was his goal. Everywhere
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
everywhere I seen him, he's like, Cheese, I'm gonna take your channel down. I'm gonna take your channel down.
He will do things and be like, "Oh my god, that happened on your channel. I'm going to report it." Like,
Yes.
dude, you're the one who fucking did it.
Yep.
Like,
He told Tommy when he pulled out his junk on Tommy's that if Tommy didn't, what was it, Tommy, stop it or start over, that he was gonna take your channel.
he
Tommy,
showed children. He showed
On my
his niece and
birthday.
nephew
On
on
his birthday.
Bananas
That was
stream,
some
and
gift,
then
Tommy.
said, "Oh,
That
you
was
showed
some
my
gift.
kids on your."
Oh, my bad. I'm on a different computer. I can't drop the link backstage. I'm sorry. Can you just grab it from the chat? My bad.
You showed children on your stream. I'm going to take the stream down.
He called me a
Threatened me,
murderer
and then
'cause my
denied, and then
ex-girlfriend
denied that
over
he ever
this.
did it.
Mike brings that out in people. Mike has a long history with a lot of us. So when we come up here, it's going to come out sometimes, Jeff, because Mike is a compulsive liar. He is. He does stuff, and then he says, prove it, and then you prove it to him, and then he tells you it's fake.
It's edited.
Yeah, he'll throw out there where he says it all the time that he's got all my information. He said he's thrown out 40 different names for me in an attempt to dox me. And then he says that I harass him, but then he comes on my
It's up top, EB3. It's up top. All right.
panel. But I thought I was.
Yeah, I don't know why people go on the panels they complain about.
Yeah, you say that I do this, that, and the other to you, but then you come and you hit my link and you come up on my panel and you tell everybody that you're dying. See, the thing, like, once again, what Mike is see, he'll go around to channels where I'll use the word protected, okay? Where he feels like he's protected and he can say what he wants, right? A lot of people don't get a chance to address Mike. So when they do, it's going to come out, right? Like with me, he'll go around and he'll say all this disgusting stuff about me, or even Combat, right? But then when we
especially Combat.
When we come up and we finally get to address him, he acts like he doesn't know why it's happening. And it's like, come on, Mike, don't play
I didn't realize that y'all weren't getting to address it I thought everybody was like fighting it out on all these other channels. I didn't realize that y'all weren't getting a chance.
1 hour later.
We'll reopen it again later, and until then, take care. Oh, somebody's trying to come up. Who could that be?
Hey, Angel, really quick. Really quick.
Yes. Go ahead.
You know, like there's so much like footage and there's dedicated channels to exposing Mike's shenanigans and all the slimy things he's done throughout the years. But what does it say about CT and Gen X Jeff? Like, have they done their due diligence? Like, obviously they have to know about how scummy of a person he is. Yet
that's a great question.
They give him a platform. I mean, do these people like have no like morals or ethics or conscience? Like this person has like hurt so many people online, and he's still being given a platform. Like, what's up with that?
You've just heard him say that he's welcome up here to take it. If he's
he's not going to hit the link. He's never been on this panel, and I've been on for a while now. So I tell you what.
But it's not your fault. He's scared of you. Otherwise, he'd be on here, wouldn't he? Like so.
Well, like I said, when I first relaunched his channel, he wasn't allowed up here. One of the things me and my administrator agreed with, that he was going to be up here. We will follow him, maybe have put a lot of content about him, but not necessarily piece it up with him and be nice and have panels. And fuck no, it's just he's done too much. I have a personal vendetta. Obviously, I have a personal view.
If he was to come up here, you'd slap him about, wouldn't you?
Oh, it's not going to be. I'm not going to promise it's going to be a fucking fiesta up here or anything like that.
It's not going to be nice.
But that's a fair question, Dr. C. I could tell you that to each his own. You know what I mean? When it comes to stuff like that, I try not to, and and maybe in the beginning I was a little harsh with Jeff. You know what I mean? And with CT too. I mean, I said the same thing. Why are these people allowing him to come up? You know what? At the end of the day, he brings the views. He really does. You know what I mean? I kind of use him too, for the views. You know what I mean? I'm not monetized or anything. I don't want to be monetized, but I'm breaking in the dough with him or anything. But the channels that are monetized, I can see why they want Mike up there. You got to kind of put your, I guess, your morals to. I don't know how you do that, to allow somebody that's done so much to so many people out here in this community. But I'm not for sale at the end of the day. I mean, I don't want any money for this. I'm just entertaining myself, and making some other people laugh. But as far as people that are monetized, I guess they got to choose between morals over money. You know what I mean? And to each his own when it comes to that. What you think? Agreed or disagree, guys? Or y'all good? Okay, all right, let's go.
We'll let the man get another word. Oh, you changed shirts.
Yeah, I changed my shirt. Hope you enjoyed that. I stuck it out for you there. You know, so I don't like that.
Yeah.
No. When I was on earlier and they were just jumping all over me, I was, whatever. You know, I did it for you. Well, even when I was gone, and then this, and he said that, it's like, what they're doing, Jeff. Listen, you make your own decision. They're not here to talk to you. They're not here to get to know. They're here to weaponize your panel to attack me.
I hear you, Kane. I hear you.
Well, also though, and I didn't realize this, and they brought out this point, that a lot of them have never gotten a chance to vent about this before either, because when they go on panels and try to do it,
Jeff, they had talked about the same thing. The stuff they're talking about is from almost 2 years ago, and they're still talking about it every single night. I don't engage them. I don't want to deal with them. I'm out of the drama sector. I'm out of it. And when they said that, they try to get me on the chat.
Hey, Dr. C, is that your backup in the chat? It says backup? No?
Backup? What do you mean? What's that?
Is that your backup channel? No, that's not you. Okay, I thought it was you.
No, I got people from Anon in here, so what up?
All right,
I got some of my crew in here.
Oh, yeah, let me know who's who, so that way I can just wrench him up, and that way I just do it for identity.
Yeah, backup isn't with me.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Panels, that's true. But they get bounced in 10 seconds because they don't want that on those panels. People will not let people weaponize their panels. I go on a panel that has...
I only did it for money, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all know I wasn't doing it before.
It's just
well, I think he just admitted, shout out to him that he's doing it for money. Let me rewind. I might
it's
for money, honestly.
Not let people weaponize their panels. I go on a panel that has...
I only did it for money, honestly.
Oh, you know what I mean? Hey, at least he's open about it. You know what I mean? He's not hiding the fact that he's making a little cash. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I guess I wouldn't necessarily do it, but
y'all know I wasn't doing it before.
It's just aggravating. It's a Wombat went on a channel that I frequent, and he comes up, right? He goes, "Hey, what's going on?" Oh yeah, and yeah, you have Mike up here. Mike did this, and this.
I tell you what, I can't piece it up. I'm usually a really peaceful guy. I don't have a lot of enemies out there, so to speak. I don't look for fights. I don't look for arguments with other channel owners and stuff like that. And I'm a very forgiving guy in real life. One thing I've learned on the internet, once somebody shows you who the fuck they are, you better believe them. You know what I mean? So I live with that. That's my fucking motto. I cover the content now. I don't become the content, if anything. But somebody like Mikey, obviously, yeah, he's gonna bring a bad vibe. People are gonna want to come up and just, troll the fuck out of him. The chat's gonna go crazy and shit like that. Is it worth the money at the end of the day? I guess to those that are making money off Mike, I guess that's the answer you have to answer yourself. So yeah.
Guy stopped him and said, "Hold on. I don't care. He didn't do nothing to me. I'm cool with him. He comes up, we talk, we have fun. Don't bring that shit here." Boom, and he got bounced out. So, like I said, you run the channel how you want to run it. And I know I sound elevated. Let me take my voice down a little bit. I'm not upset. I'm not mad at you whatsoever. If I was tiffed at you, I would tell you. But no, I'm used to them coming up like rabid dogs and going crazy. And it's just sad. And I waited it out, and I'm like, all right, I'll just wait it out. And then they'll eventually stop, and they don't stop. And then 2 years ago, I literally just got done eating. I wasn't waiting for everyone to be gone. I just got done eating. I'll tell you this, some of the stuff they said was not true. It was not true. And I'm not going to address it right now because it's not rehash. Let's let sleeping dogs lie. You know,
are rehashing. You're exactly rehashing, bro. Come on. I pop in and listen.
Yeah.
And what happens is,
And shout out to Spike. Spike is always the voice of reason, right, guys? Chat. We all know Spike. We all love Spike. If anything, we started together at that channel. I won't even mention the name. And we all at one point try to kind of help Mike along these YouTube venture. You know what I mean? At the beginning, it was kind of rough for him. We thought maybe he's not used to this type of crowd, you know? So everybody kind of tried to give him the best advice as far as the chat, as far as how to comport yourself on panel and this and that. At the end of the day, he's a grown ass fucking man. You know what I mean? So at one time, he used to say, he used to, I love Angel. I love Angel. You know what I mean? So obviously that's not the way we feel about each other now. But at one time, we did see a little hope in Mike, I guess. And after 3 years, well, you know, if you can't at least change a little bit of the way you address people, the way you know, people like to be talked in a certain way. I get it. You know what I mean? And Mike, you've been more vocal about talking about people's children and families and shit like that, about people's sicknesses. Okay, rest in peace, Huey, somebody that passed away, somebody that community loved very fucking much. You know, he kind of wished death upon him on his deathbed. So that's the type of person Mikey is, and that's why I do what I do.
not to misuse the word or the phrase, but you spend like a half an hour on every stream, even if there's no trolls on panel or nobody in chat, and you talk to Jeff about the AI and the photoshopping of your pictures, and you sort of weaponize his channel.
I
so
don't remember him talking much about
almost on every stream. He does.
No, dude. That's like, I'm sorry, a couple minutes here and there. That's it.
He'll sort of talk to you about like these people have been coming around and doing this thing.
Yeah, every now and then, and a lot of
so
times I
when-
redirect him.
So after
That's
a while,
enough.
I think people just want to hop up and be like, especially when Mike's on panel saying, none of you guys are all weak. You're cowards. You won't panel up and talk to me. So when they finally do, it feels like it's a humongous load of people. But it's
That was something. Hold on, let me correct you. That was actually directed towards Mr. B and Proby, and then me and Jeff were laughing about it. It was by design.
I thought-
It wasn't. I don't even know.
See, I didn't even know.
I have nothing to say to her. I don't even know who she is.
You've talked about her on seeing photos of her on Banana's channel.
No, I haven't. I don't know who she
absolutely did.
No, I have. Spike, stop, dude. I don't even
You
know
abs-
who she is.
Is that where they go pull the stream?
You absolutely spoke. Look, I'm not trying to call anyone out, but Mike, you 100% said something about seeing photos of her in Witch of Heart, getting it on.
No, I didn't.
You
I've seen
absolutely
photos?
Bro, I'm not
I've
a
seen
liar, bro.
photos?
But the thing is, it's on stream. Like nobody
You
has to
said
argue
you saw
about
them
it. Just go
backstage at VV.
find the
You
stream.
said it.
It's not true, dude. I never said I
was
saw
watching.
photos of them. Never said that. It's not true. Banana said something about them crassly, and I'm like, all right.
And you said, yeah, you saw photos of her.
No, I didn't.
Witch
No,
of
I
Heart.
didn't, Spike. Did not say. I didn't
Dude,
say
I was
something.
there. I was
Well,
Listen,
if it's
we're
on
going
a
back
stream,
again.
it's out there on
Yeah, we're
YouTube,
going
right?
back again. We're going back again. So yes, show it. Show it. Make sure it's not doctored up. Not you would. You wouldn't do that, but you know, yeah, they do doctor videos.
But I will say, Mike, last time you said you didn't say something, they played the clip, and you did end up saying it. So
What, you know, was it? What did I say?
that you weren't on Tommy's show, and then he pulled the clip of you being on the show.
Okay, it's okay for them to make 3-hour streams of only me. Gee, that's not obsession. There are people in other chats that come here and act cool to him, but in other chats, they're disrespecting him so badly. But the same people in his chat saying, oh man, awesome show, man, keep it up.
And by the way, let me add that Mikey had a lot of chances to apologize. Well, not a lot. He had one chance to apologize, and I promised him, I think it was about a year ago. We were on panel together, one of the few times. And Tommy D, he's probably in chat, said, why don't you guys piece it up? And I said, well, this man fucking apologizes to me, which is, to me, you know, kind of a big thing when this motherfucker's trying to threaten to call my daughter's job. But I was willing to put it aside, and he wouldn't apologize. This motherfucker just too much ego, too much fucking, you know, too much, I don't know what it is. He would not put it aside. You know what I mean? And I told him I would stop doing lives about him, dropping videos and shit like that. So he wouldn't take the peace treaty. So At the end of the day,
Bro, Angel, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that when he wears that rosary, like he doesn't incinerate in flames. He's possessed by a wicked spirit, a demon of narcissism, ego. He's got no humility. He's got no shame.
No humility. That's exactly. He doesn't know how to humble himself.
There's an evilness. There's an evilness in him.
Yeah, listen. If you don't know how to, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you went for your daughter, I understand why you're going for him like this. But
yeah, because it wasn't just a threat. It wasn't just a threat. It's the type of job that she has, the type of what I had to do to prevent that. That was another personal thing. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't just, oh well, he threatened that, you just move on. No, it was a lot. It was a lot to handle, and it came out of nowhere. So now go ahead. Go ahead, EB3.
Yeah, just don't let him make you hate him. Don't let the hate consume you, because then he wins. Do you know what I mean? He drags you down to his level. Like, have fun with it, like you're doing. All that clown stuff.
I don't hate the man, EB3. I don't hate the man at all. Believe I don't hate anybody. It's not in me to hate anybody. But I see that he goes around and he kind of just does the same thing. So there's actually a fucking market for this motherfucker. It really is. I mean, I've been doing this for a while now. People come to see what they don't actually follow him around, but they come here to see what's Mikey been doing this week. What's Mikey been doing the last 3 days? What's Mikey been doing the last 2 days? So
as you said, you went for your daughter. You're more than justified. All I'm saying is have fun doing it. Don't become what you hate, sort of thing.
Yeah, I get it. It's maybe when I speak on what happened to me specifically, I get a little bit heated. But you're right. I usually just have fun and just laugh with this, because at the end of the day, it's YouTube. I don't know if you heard of what happened in Vegas. You know what I mean? Two YouTubers, very small channels like mine. One ended on life to a husband and wife over some YouTube words and bullshit. I don't know if you guys heard about it over there in the UK. Dr. C, you heard about it, right? So obviously, we're here to have some fucking fun, man. If you have thin skin, or if you can't handle, you're kind of childish, have the mind of a child, and you can't take a little criticism, or dude, you're in the wrong place. Because I would hate to see anybody get on a live over some of this shit. It's shocking to see some of that. And people say it doesn't happen. No, it does happen, but it's not a lot. It doesn't happen a lot.
You sound really lean right now. What you're smoking or what you're drinking?
No, I'm my gummies.
Oh, gummies.
The gummies just kicked in.
Edibles. Yeah. They'll smack you. They'll smack you about, all right.
You can tell, huh? The attitude kind of changes a little bit. All right, let's play.
Or another chat going, I'm not going to say it. It's just very messed up things.
Maybe there are some people that do that. Maybe there are.
Yeah. So, like I said, I stay away from that. And she said, brought up, well, why did you come to my stream? He was calling for me to come there about a topic. And I went there very, very polite. Hey, man, that's not true. And they just start dog pound. And I just said, all right, man, later. And I left.
I'm trying to wrap up the panel.
I would troll too much, and it would get away from me. So I've stopped doing that, completely stopped, And my troll now is, oh, okay, yeah, sure. I'm not giving them a reaction, so they.
That's perfect, mixed thing. That's perfect. If you want to put up on someone because your words on a week, exactly. That's my point.
Get more and more mad because I'm not giving them the reaction they want. I go to 2 other channels, and both are large. I mean, they're in the tens of thousands.
Hey,
I'll be on the panel. There'll be 4,000 people watching.
Hey, shout out to Dr. C, man. Go see Dr. C, guys. Thank you so much, Dr. C. Let me drop his link real quick before I continue. Well, Dr. C doesn't. Okay, I see. I'll subscribe anyway. But thank you, Dr. C. I appreciate you, man. Hope to see you soon, brother.
We argue with each other, but nobody's putting people like it's kind of hard to explain. It's like, well, I don't agree with your point on this. Well, let me tell you why. And it's like a conversation. It's not, look at him, he's fat, he's got big boobs, he's bald. Men don't speak to men that way. That's all I'm trying to say, Joe. So I don't want to not have to come here. I love coming here because you have.
Here goes the ultimatums. One of the things that Mikey always does. Oh, well, I won't come back anymore. I won't come back. This continues. Well, I'll leave.
You have helped me be better. I've never had an argument with Liliana. There's never been a problem. Why she has a bug up her ass about me, I can't figure out why. Because I don't even know this person. You know?
I don't know, Mike. You're fresh off the press, I guess.
But there's so many people that will troll somebody. That's all their content, right? And then, okay, now it's kind of getting stale. You're saying they're saying the same thing over and over again for like 2 hours. But then they have nothing to talk, like it's like crickets. Liliana, would you like to address me? Go ahead. I'll listen to you. What would you like to address me? I don't know you. I don't care to know you. So you have anything to say to me, go ahead.
Okay, so talking about passive aggressiveness.
No, what is the problem?
Hold on, you told me to go ahead.
Wait, let her talk. Give her a chance
What's
to
the
talk.
problem with me? No talk in a circle. Get right to
Hang
the
on,
point.
let her. Mike, I'm going to backstage you so she can talk.
He's very defensive. He has to come off and say he doesn't know me. He has no issues with me. He's very defensive and comes off and says that. So obviously there's an issue. He does know me. He's lying. He has talked about me. He's lying. He's talked shit about me. He's lying. So I'm here to confront, why are you a fucking liar and trying to make me look like a bad person, Mike, when you are the fucking bad person? Go for it.
You constantly, for some reason, say, you came up that one night, Mike, why do you have a problem with me? Why? I said, I don't have a problem with you. I don't even know who you are. I have no, and you continually, every single night, he has a problem with me. He's always, I don't have a problem with you. You're manufacturing.
Show me where every single night I have said you have a problem with me.
Can I talk?
That's actually a good idea. Don't worry about it. That's really a good idea. I mean, let's see what I can do. You know what I mean?
Okay, show me where. Show me where, Mike.
Yes, hang on. It's fair is fair. We're going to have to do this one at a time. Go ahead.
Jeff, the first night she come up when she did this brainstorming of the troll game, that's fine. You can do whatever you want, anything creative you can. She came up, she wanted to engage me. Why you don't like me? I said, I have no problem with you. I don't know you. I don't want to engage in any kind of troll game. I just don't.
But it sounds like she's talking about stuff from before that, like other panels that you
I don't know what she's talking about. It must have been from years ago because I don't remember. Liliana, I'm not going to engage you anymore. That's all. I'm here to talk to you.
Okay, then stop talking shit. Okay, Mike. So
Not
stop
talking
talking
shit.
shit.
I don't
Stop
know you.
saying my name. Stop
Mike,
saying my
hang
name.
on. Mike,
I don't know you.
go ahead, Liliana.
You're very defensive. You're obviously hiding something. The entire chat knows. The entire chat knows you're lying. So quit making me look like a bad person because you are
Lying
a liar.
about what? So the entire chat knows I'm hiding something?
So the lie is that he knows me and he is lying and he talks shit about me. Sexual innuendos, perverted shit about me.
Don't get caught sleeping. I'll hit you with a Mikey scream.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
How about the picture with her and that girl?
There's no picture. I never talked about a picture.
Okay, so Jeff, I'm done because Mike
It's
is
not
trolling,
true.
right?
It's not
He's not.
true. I haven't cursed or anything like that, and I wasn't being demeaning. It's just that I have to talk loud because she doesn't stop talking. Like I said, the truth is this, Jeff. If I talked to her, excuse me, if I talked to her in the past, I don't remember. And yes, Wombat does AI. He just did AI
That's that selective memory of Mikey's for real, huh?
videos on me yesterday, where my face.
Wait, Wombat is YT Criers?
Yes, yep. He made a bunch of AI videos on me. They're all AI. I'm not saying the things that they're saying, and they put something over.
I don't know if people are faking videos though.
Yeah,
They're giving them enough real material.
It's all right, man. He can do it. Never makes him happy. And his little.
Hey, I wrenched up a Joey Waffles. I hope that's a real Joey Waffles guy. I'm going to his channel unless he has a backup. I guess this is his backup, but yeah.
He's apparently I'm getting one too, so I'll watch mine.
That's cool. That's
judge
cool.
from there.
Yeah, I come up to talk to you, and like I said, Liliana, she needs to get off her high horse because I don't know who she is, and I just don't know. And once again, it turned into drama, a pile of drama, and I'm not looking.
All right, gracias, Miss Thing.
For that. So
well, it can end right now, right?
The OG account. Got it.
This second.
Like I said, I'll see you again, and I just don't want to be part of all that negativity. That's all.
Yeah.
I want to have fun, Jeff. You know?
Well, I think we've had our fun for today.
But Jeff, I was going to turn the troll knob, and I didn't do it. I just was chill.
Oh, don't turn the knobs, Mikey. Don't turn the knobs. Leave the knobs alone.
And I was like, all right, that's cool. And then it was time for me to make dinner, and I did. I made dinner, but I didn't. Bro, I can explode on people, and I didn't do it. So I'll let you go,
It's
Jeff.
time for me to make dinner.
You've been trying to get off here now for about an hour, so I'll let you go.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not explode. Yeah, listen, the reason I went live today, by the way, if you're wondering why I went live on a Friday, because Sunday is Father's Day. And obviously, I'm going to do some things. This weekend, we want to do Mother's Day or
Somebody is
it's always
going after.
It's always, especially if it's on the weekend. So I don't know what they got planned. Well, I know some of the stuff I'm going to do. So I couldn't go live on Sunday. I was hoping to go live today. It worked out fine. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys. But let's keep it going. I still got some time.
After me. Like,
all right. So this is obviously from Kane.
I'm gonna listen backstage. All right. I'm gonna listen.
All right. Absolutely, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. This is from Tommy D's TV. Shout out to EB3 guys. Let me see if he writes something in chat. That way I can drop his link. Look out for EB3's channel. Cool guy, laid back. You know what I mean? Was part of CT's channel at one time, but seems like a cool guy. So shout out to him. So this is from, who did I say? Okay. No, actually, this is from Tommy D's TV channel. Let's see what this is. I don't even know what it is.
My family and stuff,
There
and
you
they're
go.
being dealt with legally. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But this person wants to contact family members, contact employers, and things like that. And in the Commonwealth of Virginia, Kane, it's actually against the law. You cannot cyberbully, cyber harass people. You can't do that. So they'll be dealt with. They want to act tough right now because you know this, Kane, straight up, like in person, they wouldn't say stuff to us in our face. They would not even pull this crap in person.
Probably.
But they like to do this stuff online. But there are consequences for these actions. I'll leave it there, brother. I'm not trying to get too much into it.
I don't know, Mr. V. There was something along those lines, right? Somebody was going to sue somebody else. I don't know, man. This YouTube thing is getting real fucking crazy.
Also, I was on a panel last night, which I don't know.
Believe it or not, see, Triple One came up one time, I think. Was it? One time. I think he overtalked a lot. I think he had a lot to say, almost like Pink Birdo type. Seems like a cool kid. I don't know. But he's obviously learned a lot of bad habits, if I have to say, you know what I mean? Can he be taught in the right way? Yeah, I think he was hanging around CT too damn long, picked up a lot of bad habits, likes to overspeak people and say certain things that he shouldn't say on panel. But I don't think he's a lost cause. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody's a lost cause.
He fought it. I'm disgusted that this person let these people say the things they did, talking about relations with my mother, and they know my mother has passed. I mean, it's just.
Hey, is he crying? Is he fake? What? Hold up.
I'm disgusted that this person let these people say the things they did, talking about relations with my mother, and they know my mother has passed. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just, I mean, just letting it happen and laughing about it like it's like funny. And one of the persons doing it, one of the persons that was doing all this is a firefighter. So like,
who the fuck? Who is he talking about? I'm lost. I am really fucking lost. Maybe I forgot this video altogether. Maybe I've watched so many Mikey videos. They all seem like one now. I might need therapy after all this shit.
You're a first responder and you're talking to a guy on the internet, which knows who you are, knows where you work, and you're saying sexual things about his passed away mother. Like I wouldn't want that guy in my home to save me.
I would question, his ethics. Yeah. Like, is he going to like see somebody he don't like and be like, you know what, I'm just going to leave.
There you go. There you go, King. There you go. So
I didn't dox the guy last night, but I'm just like, dude, stop it. Like, he's like, oh, you have relations with your mother. And I'm like, I was like, bro, aren't you a firefighter in So City?
No, but see, listen, Kane Cathars, don't even feel bad, bro. He does that to almost every channel, which people don't know him. Obviously, the channel owner, Kane, was new to Mikey, so he's gonna listen with sympathetic ears, right? Like, damn, these people are really fucked up. But once you find out who Mikey really is, you don't know if he's telling the truth or he's lying. And I can tell you 90% of the time, he's probably lying. But yeah.
Oh, now you're doxing me? No, but dude, you're saying the most egregious shit.
Hey, Carrie T.
You know, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
With impunity.
But it's just, it's okay. And then the person who ran the channel went on a apology tour somewhere else. In other words, people know.
Oh, the firefighter is supposed to be Rada. I didn't even know what Rada do. You see what I'm saying? Certain things I don't want to know about fucking people. And how the fuck does he know that Rada? You know what I mean? It's like there's certain things that don't need to be said. Why did you have to even say that he was that? If he is a firefighter, you know what I mean? I don't even care. Who cares what people do for a living at the end of the day? You know what I mean? I'm not interested in that. For me, I don't really care, but I can't speak for everybody.
When the morality is broken, they know when, like, they shouldn't have allowed that. Yeah, Kane, the person that was the facilitator of all that, is now trying to get me to open up a channel and like combat it. No, I'm not.
No, listen, he might be right, but I'm just saying, why do you have to add the fact that you maybe heard that this person works here or that person works there? See, to me, that's extra. You're gonna troll, you're gonna roast on the subject at hand. You know what I mean? Don't talk about jobs or families and stuff like that. You could. I think we're capable of trolling and keeping it. You know, I've been guilty of going too far. I'm not gonna, obviously, right? You've heard me out there going just cross boundaries and all types of shit. But yeah, but you got to contain yourself. Why you got to talk about somebody's job? That's my thing.
To do that, I have no interest in having my own channel.
Okay.
I have no interest in that because
up.
I don't want the stress that comes with it. You know,
if I get stressed out, I'm just gonna stop streaming.
There you go.
I'm just doing this for fun, you know. I got a fucking job.
But Kane, a lot of these people don't. They don't have that. They only have this. Right. So if they get $100 or $200 a night in super chats or memberships, and they're happy. Kane, I have a friend of mine.
Asking for money.
I have a friend of mine. I'm not going to say his name, but it's a large channel. It's a large channel, and he makes $300 to $500 a day. Nice. In donations, $300 to $500 a day, and he does it.
What's he do?
He does
it. What type of content?
Yeah, whatever. But obviously, we all know CT has made that type of money without Mike. He was monetized. He gets all type of super chats, but that was pre-Mike. All right, maybe with Mike there, maybe a little extra. I don't think that much though.
It's political, race. Yeah, it's relationships. It's all like, all different kinds of different topics. But this person is making this person's making $2,500 to $4,000.
All right, give me a chance, Miss Doc. What's going on, bro? Good to see you again, bro. Thanks for coming back up. All right,
a week. I'm telling you, this is what they're making on top of the monetization, on top of all of the other stuff from YouTube. This is just like money that's donated.
A few moments later.
Like if I started a channel, I'd probably have a million trolls.
You do seem to attract the trolls.
Yeah. Why? Why do you think, King? Why do you, in your honest opinion, why do you think people?
Now I can tell you exactly why Mikey can never start a channel. I mean, he can. Any one of us can start a channel. It would be 90% trolls in chat. Okay, maybe 10% people that really rock with Mike. A very low number. In this business, you got at least have 50 to 60, maybe 70 people, that are gonna come to see the channel owner and whatever content she or he is putting out. Mikey is known for what? Being what he is right here. That's not gonna sell. I don't know. I just don't see it. I would like to picture Mikey owning the channel, and I've tried to picture it, but I just don't see it possible. I just don't see it.
We're so obsessed. Why?
I really ain't been on the scene long enough, but probably because.
What does it say there? Because he threatened to buy. Okay. Oh, we got the Birdman. The Birdman backstage. All right, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Berto, that's you?
Yeah, it is me. I mean, just to let you know, you're a fucking fucked up individual.
Oh, Berto, you mad at me? See, if you're gonna be mad at me, I'm not gonna even bring you up. If you're gonna start hollering at me and stuff, I don't want to be enemies with you, Berto. Berto, you cool? Calm down. Calm down.
Cause you just.
You see, you don't want to calm down. I want to let you up, but you gotta calm down.
You're not gonna tell me to fucking.
All right, I guess you're not coming up then. I tried. I tried. All right, let's move on. Obviously, you and AC are not gonna get along. I could probably watch a video with you, nice and chill, but you and AC are not gonna get along. All right, let's watch one more, I guess, or two more, I guess. All right.
Wait, what?
No, you're not, Jeff.
All right, let me start over. All right, here we go.
Great news. I like hearing stuff like that.
Did he have
I guess
a
except for the back to work part. But
He
I
had
know
a
what
kid.
you're up against.
Was
Oh, my bad, guys. My bad. Wrong video. All right, we plays that village idiot. See, I got a couple down here. All right. I want to say, all right.
Yeah, that's one of them.
My absolute favorite class was history. I'm a history buff.
Don't know much about history.
Progressed.
What was your favorite history class? Like, because
Well,
we had American history, world history, etc.
I'd probably say world history.
Don't know much about. I gotta keep.
But I would probably say world history. Learning about how other civilizations lived, their different tribalisms, their different customs, as we would say. You know, just it's amazing. And I'm not sure, Jeff, if you've been around the world. I've been around the world a few times. You know,
He's been around the world a few times. Damn, carpet cleaning could really take you around the world. I would have never known that being a carpet cleaner, you can make that a ton of money and travel the world, clean carpets everywhere from Beijing to motherfucking Australia, just cleaning carpets all the way around.
things like that. But when you go outside the United States, I'm not talking about Canada or something like that. I'm talking about like when you go to like a.
Does Mexico count?
Mexico, I would say half and half. I'd say half and half. I even went into Haiti, which is like unheard of. You're not supposed to
They don't even have carpets in Haiti. I'm only kidding. Of course they have carpets.
go into there, you know.
That's why
But-
they had the voodoo. Growing up,
Yeah.
Haiti was always scary because that's where all the voodoo people were.
But seeing the way.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Jeff.
I'll give you an example.
Oh, we have Combat Wombat on panel.
I'll give you an example. Jeff, I'll give you an example. So I go to Dominican Republic the first time, right? I go the first time. And you get off the plane. And
I dig the way Combat slow trolls the hell out of Mikey. Mikey tries to contain himself, but he can't ignore that Wombat's right. He's about to say something that's going to just blow his head up.
Airport is tiny. It looks like a mini mart. That's how small the airport was in Punta Cana. And you go through customs and all this other stuff. And you get on a bus because you're going to an all exclusive resort. Like, so you're going to go to a resort.
This is in Haiti?
No, this is in Dominican Republic.
Hey, dude, Dr. C, I hope you and EB3 hash that shit out, whatever it is, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, is it worth really, you know what I mean, having enemies at the end? I mean, hopefully. Let's see what happens, right?
Where did you go in Haiti?
Go ahead.
Borders Haiti.
Right.
Borders.
There's the same island.
Where did you fly into in Haiti, Mike?
So going through the town. Excuse me. Going through the town.
Hey, we're not gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, excuse me. But what I'm trying to say,
I'm in hot water, Roberto, for sure. He hates me now.
Jeff, is going through the town. You're driving past people living in cardboard or I would say particle board shacks, right? And then you pass a certain point where there's homes on the beach.
That happens here in Seattle too. That happens here in Seattle too.
Yeah, you pass by shambles, and then you get to the resort, and it's like you're in heaven. Like, so what I'm trying to say is that some of these countries, it's so unappropriate, like it's disappropriation, like people live in.
But you can see that here too in America. You can see that here too in America. You can see that here too in America. I'm just saying that stratification.
But out of the United States,
what's this appropriation?
But out of the United States, it was shocking to me to see. I almost felt embarrassed.
I didn't have time to clip it, but I can tell you a little bit that he was on CT today, and he was telling people that we are on the cusp of war, or was it on Jeff's? That we are, you know, he's a warmonger. You know what I mean? That America is this and that, and we're about to go to war. And I don't know why Mikey thinks that way. You know, it's like, okay, we're the #1 country. I get that. But we're not, you know, he kind of wishes for war, I want to say. You know, he's kind of, you know, obviously they're laughing. I think it was on Jeff's, though. I'll clip it for next time.
Doesn't surprise me. I bet you he's got a master's in international diplomacy.
You can do anything you want on this resort. But 1 mile, 2 miles down the road, people are living in shacks. You know, it's just,
that's how Vegas was too.
It was on Jeff's. Okay, Tyler. Yeah, I know he was talking about war. We had a cusp of war. People were laughing. The people on panel were actually laughing at what he was saying. So nobody really takes him serious.
That's how Vegas was too.
Yeah,
and they kept all the homeless people off the strip because they didn't want the tourists to see them.
It's eye-opening. It's an eye-opening experience to go outside the United States. A lot of people live their entire life.
I see that.
Yes. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up with bird shit all over my car and fuck, man, shit. Oh man.
That in the United States, like that. All I'm saying is you don't have to go out of the U.S. to see that. You don't have to go out of the U.S. to see that, to have that eye-opening experience. Because my eyes have been opened here in the U.S. about the same type of stuff.
Right. So you'd walk outside
of American culture.
Can I speak? It's okay if I speak.
It's so fucking
right. So you'd walk outside
of American culture.
Can I speak? It's okay if I speak.
Okay, we're not going to be able to have both people on at the same time. So what are we going to do? Do I do a poll?
Yeah, but it's funny when you would step outside. You would step outside of the resort.
Hang on. Before we continue, I got to figure this out. Wombat, did you have a topic?
I heard talking about world travel and going around the world, and
I would love to talk about that. I don't think you and Mike are going to be able to talk about it on the same street.
I'm fine.
So I'm not sure what to do.
I'm completely. Jeff.
You want to rotate? Like I can hear you around the world, and then I could break Wombat and hear his.
I'll let Mike talk about how he's never been to Haiti.
Now, without Wombat saying a word, we all know that Wombat trolls Mikey. But see, Mikey, you kind of open yourself up to it, dude. I mean, if you just kept your fucking cool and try to ignore, maybe Wombat was up there to talk to Jeff. You jumped the gun, Mikey. You jumped it. He didn't say a damn thing. You jumped all over his case before Wombat said a fucking word.
He thinks Dutch people are in Belize.
Okay,
well, but I don't want this to
just
be
give me
the
1
Mike
minute.
show.
Sorry. Just give me 1 minute, then I'll drop. So
I've been to Belize. I've been to Belize. Have you? Have you been to Belize?
Oh, here goes the Belize thing. Okay, I remember this. Okay.
You haven't. You said it's full of Dutch people.
It's a Netherlands.
So, Belize. Okay, I remember. Yeah, he said Dutch people live in Belize for sure.
It's the Netherlands. It's the Netherlands.
If you've been to Belize, you'd know it's never been a colony.
The world is split up into continents, there are 7 in all. And if you get the gist, we're gonna make a list from biggest to small. They are Antarctica, Europe.
Have you? Have you been to Belize?
And now, the nations of the world.
Angel.
Republic
Angel, how does he wake up in the morning and look in the mirror? I mean, if he doesn't look in the mirror, you know, obviously his hygiene is bad, but, you know, when he watches content like this, I mean, does he not see how, like, bad he's making himself look? Does he have any sense of shame or what?
Well, if you're asking if he has self-awareness, I don't think so. I listen, I've debated this for a long time. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Good to see you. I've debated this, whether this is Mikey's persona on YouTube. Does he act like this in real life versus does he have a mental? No, I think that Mikey projects a lot. I don't think he acts like this in real life. Does he watch himself? Does he want to even correct that behavior if it's possible? Maybe he can't, actually. Maybe he's not able to. I mean, we are capable of doing that, right? But maybe somehow Mikey is, I don't know.
Hey, you're a better man than me. I mean, like, I'm a little bit more skeptical than that. I think the online persona probably like is at the forefront and it's primary in terms of importance in his life.
Yeah, it's a lot of projecting. I think it's a lot. I think he lacks a lot of things in his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without going into detail, but I don't think he has a good tight knit. I don't want to say. You know what I mean. He doesn't have people surrounding him, show him the love that we all fucking need. I guess you know what I mean. In one way or another. And
sad.
But he comes on here instead of maybe not replace. You can never replace that. You can never replace real love. Okay, but you can sometimes, because in these YouTube streets, if you act right, you can get people to like you, and you don't be a phony, don't be lying on people, don't be lying on yourself. You keep it real for the most part. People will like you. I don't think he wants to be liked at this point. Maybe he's. I don't know. I just finger on it. But
I just gotta say, Brother Angel, you know, Mike, if you had a come to Jesus moment, if you actually repented on one of these panels and you vowed to change your way, you know, I think people would be a lot more interested and more supportive to you if you had a sincere change of heart and you changed your ways. Like, you know, I think things will be better for you online, but you know, you get the energy from the universe that you're putting out there. It reflects and it comes back to you tenfold.
I agree.
I don't know how you do it, Mike.
You put that energy out, and it's bound to come back and hit you in the forehead. It all depends what type of energy you want to really put out. When it comes to the YouTube stuff and social media, you put out bad energy. And I've met all types of people while I've been here. But he's comical because, to me, I find him funny and fascinating in that he has no. I don't think he's self-aware. I don't think he knows, or he does know and he ignores it. So that debate, whether he knows, to me, you know, anybody else will say, well, he says there's 8 channels follow him. People drop videos on him. Well, about you kind of correct that. You know, I don't want to be the butt of the joke all the time. So let me fix whatever I need to be fixed and stop acting stupid and childish. And maybe that'll go away, because it will go away. Trust me, believe me. If you was to straighten the fuck out, act like a fucking man, and stop talking about people's children and stuff like that, it would probably all go away tomorrow if he starts acting right. But since he doesn't, he's fascinating, because you're not going to ever see anybody like Mike. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of dirtbags. You're going to see a lot of people.
Fascinating case study. And you know what? The internet doesn't forget. And like, you mean to tell me this is going to be his legacy? Like acting a fool, and you know, when his future like family look on the internet, oh, I want to learn about Grandpa. They type in the name, and it's like all this stuff.
Yeah, it's just a keystroke away. I mean, that's I've always thought of that. You know, what do we leave here? You know, I mean, especially the people that are not hidden behind avatars or anything like that, and they value their anonymity and all that stuff. You know, those people obviously they don't have to worry about anything. But the people that that don't have anonymity and he came out with his real name, by the way, so nobody ever really doxed him. He came out as Mike, Cerrone. So at the end of the day, he chose to act this way. Nobody forced him. So
we're gonna try again. I don't want this on my show.
Disrespectful.
It's funny that you're getting upset.
You know what, Mike? I've had it now.
It's gonna be like breaking news. Mike Cerrone got kicked off of panel.
I remember this.
Mike Cerrone got kicked off panel.
Yeah, he's acting like a little Tommy.
This is not what I started up the stream to do. Not even for 1 minute, unless y'all want to pay. Now there is $9.99 in the bank from I forgot who was it, Pat? So if Pat okays it and y'all want to use that,
and tell you the truth, people like Jeff, people like CT that want to have him mic up there, that choose money over morals, that leaves room for content for me and for whoever wants to drop videos or anything on mic. At the end of the day, it's a win-win situation for me. You don't want to ban them. You want to take the money over morals. That's on you. You got to answer to God like everybody else. At the end of the day, I'm not judging the channel owners at this point. In the beginning, maybe I was like scratching my head. Well, what the fuck is going on here? But who am I to tell somebody else what to do with the channel? So that's the way I think
Angel,
about it.
no amount of money, no amount of fame is worth your personal integrity and sense of dignity.
I agree completely. Yeah. I mean, like I said, me and my one of my closest friends here, when I relaunched, the first thing on deck was we're not letting Mike up on this panel for shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I think it's worked out for me for the most part. You know what I mean? So I don't really need him, his physical up here. I don't really need his face up here. I could just do this
and clear that off. That's fine. But this is not. I'd like for people to respect what I'm trying to do with this channel. And I have no idea. I have no way to verify anything you're saying because I've been on the internet for the last almost 5 years for so long that I have no idea how things are in the real world anymore.
And all of a sudden now we're friends again. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Brian.
Fake bonding, I think it's like a mental problem. It's like you're assimilating with someone that you didn't like a little while ago, but now you're friends with them again. So
I still don't understand why you don't capitalize on it because you have so much content. But there's so many people that hate you and get off on watching how awful they think you are. There's so many people that hate you and get off on watching how awful they think you are. But there's so many people that hate you and get off on watching how awful they think you are.
Right, but Jeff,
like you're like a one-man content machine.
You know, but Jeff, if you notice,
but all content ain't good content at the end.
What I do is it doesn't bother me. Number one, number two, it shows their idiocracy. It shows how ridiculous they are. It shows how weak they are.
Well, it shows a lot of things about all the parties involved, not just them or you.
It's funny. I mean,
and I have a locale of my own that I just realized that I have. So she's always having these little drama breakdowns over nothing. And I realized that I actually tune in to it doesn't feel like a real episode now if I don't get some Angela drama. And I realized that she's a locale. Like I am only tuning in to be entertained at how pitiful and pathetic this woman is.
Yes,
for a grown lady.
Shout out to YouTube criers and liars. Exactly.
I'm like, okay, now I relate. I have a locale of my own. I know what it's like to tune in for it. I think I'm getting there. So you are that person for a lot of people.
Well, it's just funny.
Well,
it's
my
funny.
cash cow.
Damn, Angel, that is embarrassing, man. Like, Jeff is basically calling Mike his personal lolcow, you know? And this is coming from a gay Satanist. I mean, nothing against the LGBT community, but a gay Satanist is calling Mike his lolcow, and Mike has a crucifix. He's got a rosary around his neck. Like, have you got no integrity, Mike? You say you're a man of God, but, you're on a gay Satanist's, panel.
Yeah.
What's up with that? How do you reconcile that dissonance, man?
Yeah, but
he's spiritually bankrupt or something.
Yeah, but he's also hanged with that rap plug guy that worships the devil. So, at the end of the day, as long as somebody brings up on a panel, he don't care if you believe in God or anything like that. He calls himself a Christian. He seems to know the Bible. He does Bible study on Sundays. So that's what he says. He gives therapy on Sunday. He gives people counseling on Sunday. So
didn't Jesus once say, "Ye shall know them by their fruits"? You shall know them by their fruits.
You gotta answer the guy.
Is he cultivating righteous fruit or spoiled fruit? I don't know. It seems like spoiled fruit to me.
One thing one thing I would like him to stop, and I know he's in the bushes. Stop swearing on your kids. Do not swear on your little ones, man. Stop swearing on God and stuff like that. And I mean, God forgive you. At the end of the day, that's all I gotta say. But you gotta stop that shit, man. That's really bad.
I thought we were gonna talk about around the world.
That's
Sure.
desperation.
So,
Yeah, it really
where
is.
would you, dude? I can flip like that. Where would you, in your?
He gets caught in a lie and he swears to. You know what I mean? I'm not even supposed to say it, but yeah, he goes there. It's like, why do you have to do that, bro? When you're actually caught, when you're caught, busted, everybody knows. Seeing you do it, you know, he goes to God. It's like, dude, are you fucking nuts? Wearing a rosary? That rosary's gonna burn a hole right in between his breasts one of these days, for sure.
He got that rosary out of a Cracker Jack box.
For sure. He's a phony.
Oh yeah, it's funny, but it's nice to be able to get out of your element and just.
It really is.
Let me ask you this: but is there anything more soothing than hearing waves crash, like the waves come in and crash, and the sound of the ocean? I think is so therapeutic.
The desert too. I love the desert, like the stillness out there in the desert. It's just this peace that I can't find anywhere else.
He's got real healing energy, Angel. He's got healing energy.
I don't even have to explain it. It's just like, you know, it's like there's nothing going on. It's just like, you know, complete nothing. You know, it's just like, you know.
He's trying to explain what the desert may feel like, because I don't think he's ever been to the desert. It's so fucking hilarious.
It's almost like you feel like you're back in like the prehistoric times. Where
Hebrew. Hey, Hebrew, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. God bless Hebrew.
Or anyone else is welcome to come up and change the content or use the super chat. Right now, this is what I work with. What I got.
Yeah, I've been to places where there's a lot of sand and stuff like that, and there is a very stillness. I think the best way to say is a stillness. In other words, there's no noise. There's no guy going down.
It's as still as the brain waves in your head, bro. It's really still.
Pumping his radio. There's just like a peace that comes over you. It's also scary though, because you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. You don't like.
Oh,
man,
I loved it. It was the best feeling. I couldn't get enough of it. I kept spending more and more time out in the desert just to feel it.
So you like that solace. You like the being away from.
All right, hang on. I'm in negotiations. All right, what happens if you don't? I can just kick you? Because y'all don't seem to. All right.
Okay, round 2, wombats.
For whatever reason, you don't all those civilizing forces that are normally in place start to break down in the presence of each other.
I'll try not to ask questions.
Yeah, and that's
Wagga Wagga, and
I do believe that the Aborigines are one of the first people to ever walk the earth.
Aboriginal culture was isolated from.
One of the things I've always I didn't go to college. You could probably tell that, right? So, but I don't like people trying to pretend they're smart, speaking about things they know nothing about, because they come across like what? Phony. It's like, don't do that. It's fucking cringe. You know what you know. You know what I mean? That's, you know, it's one of my models. You know what you know. If you don't know it, don't pretend, because the audience is really, really bright. They can see right through the bullshit, like a hot butter knife through shit. So, yeah.
It broke off 40,000 years ago, so it evolved very independently. But the Australian Aborigines weren't the first human.
That's an amazing culture to look at. What is it called? The didgeridoo? Is that what it's called?
The didgeridoo, the instrument?
Yeah.
The didgeridoo is a wind instrument played with vibrating lips to produce a continuous drone while using a special breathing technique called circular breathing.
The didgeridoo?
Didgeridoo is
that what it's called?
The didgeridoo, the instrument?
Yeah. I think really what put Australia or Aboriginals on the map was Crocodile Dundee. He's a national treasure.
No. Did he say Crocodile Dundee? No. They got the rules. They got all type of stuff over there in Australia. It's not just. Did he say Crocodile Dundee put him on the map? Really? Oh wow. All right. Let's say people haven't watched that movie. Come on, make it make sense. You know, I don't know.
So Australia was always something I knew about.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Mr. B says, I love it when Mike explains how rockets use anti-gravity propulsion. That's a good one, bro.
Yeah. And Mr. B knows his shit. I can tell you that Mr. B knows his shit. So
Australia has the only 2 mammals in the world that lay eggs.
The platypus and the echidna.
That's it. Wow.
What's the bird that laughs? It's a bird.
Woody Woodpecker. No, money. I don't know what the fuck he's
Bird
saying.
that laughs. Yeah. You ever see that? You gotta check that bird out, man. It like laughs.
I've seen it and heard it all the time growing up. They're everywhere.
Oh. Hey, Sam.
Also,
I barely remember Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Like, good day, mate. He was like out in the desert.
That's not a knife.
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Did you see when Gordon Ramsay cooked an ostrich?
Look at that strange looking bird. Look at that.
Ostrich egg, and he had to use a hammer to break it. Apparently, it's got.
I couldn't even say that. I'm gonna try it one or twice. Did you really do? Forget about it.
It's
close enough.
Shell of any egg ever. I like cooking videos. I love watching cooking videos. It's therapeutic.
I got to work in India for a little bit, and
did you like the food there in India?
Yeah, it was good. I worked in Beijing for a year and did not like the food there, even though I love Chinese food.
Oh, China doesn't have good Chinese food.
Not where I was, or not that I found, except Peking duck. We had like Peking duck like twice a week.
And the skin is so crispy. It's like chicharron, like when you make the roast pig. You know, the skin is so crispy. But Peking duck that's a delicacy. It really is.
Now, Mikey, I'm beginning to remember this video. So Mikey's gonna, in his view, the recipe. Let's just put it that way. The recipe. Obviously, Wombat knows what the fuck he's talking about. But it's so. When Mike has it wrong, he can say, "Listen, my bad. You know, I thought it was this way," but no, he gets confrontational about it.
They take the duck and they pump it with air. They make it like swell up, and then they roast it.
Wait, why? What does that do? Oh,
It's
like
to
they
separate
puff
the skin. It's to separate the skin from the fat.
Yeah.
And then the fat will render. This restaurant we used to go to, you got this card with every Peking duck, and there's a number there in the middle, starts with 27. That's the number of the duck. There we go. So this was duck number 279.
Yeah, show 'em, Wombat.
Wow.
The above number is the
they number their fucking ducks. It's
Teach
gotta be
that
good.
fool.
Teach that fool.
code of roast duck. Oh, maybe it's this number, the 114418.
You think that's 100,000 ducks? Doesn't.
Oh yeah, easily. They're churning them out. Yeah.
Remember Tuna Helper?
Oh my god.
Yes, I do. I hated all that stuff.
Moose, run. Potato Joe Biden's behind you. Run. Potato Joe.
He goes from pecan duck to fucking tuna helper. What a fucking leap.
Oh man, imagine that like sitting over your shoulder, right?
Yo, he'd be smelling your hair. He'd be smelling your hair.
I expect to be in one of these funny videos because like everybody else gets the funny videos. Mike over here, he gets like.
But I think I don't know if it's laughing with so much as at. I don't know if it's laughing with so much as at.
If I'm in one of these videos, I want you guys to laugh with me.
Tommy D, what's up? Moose, it's a unhealthy obsession. But hey, listen, people have their
all right.
things
Well,
to do. I'm saying it's okay. It's all
I
right.
know, but we all know.
Tommy rocking the white too.
Stella Klein says, "Alpha men eat tuna." Okay.
It all fly and shit. Get out of here, man.
That's funny.
Tommy, isn't it great being Italian? Isn't it the best thing in the world?
Take one for the team, right?
Yeah, fuck the other races.
I love sharks, man.
Do you think there's a theory? Do you think when animals wash up on shore, fish wash like whales and dolphins? We had a couple dolphins wash up on shore, which is very, very rare. Whales and sharks. Do you think it's some kind of weather events happening?
You're asking questions like the most open-ended fucking questions ever.
Don't know much about a science book.
You're asking questions like the most open-ended fucking questions ever. Like literally,
Well,
dude.
listen,
Could you be any more fucking general than that?
What's your favorite color?
Shit.
Hold on. If the
Think
What's
current
with
your
your
all-time
head.
favorite movie?
I'm tired of this guy not thinking with his brain.
Yeah. What was the movie with Brad Pitt where it was the zombies? What was that movie?
You just have
Hold up. Okay, pecan duck. Then he went to tuna hopper. Now we're talking about movies. Next, maybe basil. We'll talk about basil.
And then say them out loud before filtering them to care to see if anyone else will care.
Because there was a scene in that movie where the zombies were attacking people on a plane. Yeah.
I never saw it.
It was crazy, right? It was crazy, right?
It was so real.
Thank you, Miss Thing.
It was so authentic. I mean, it was 100% authentic. It really happened.
It was like as authentic as your mom's New York Italian cooking.
Do you talking about my mother?
Well, my mom has authentic.
No, I just figured she cooked Italian.
He said, "You talking about my mother?"
And is that a?
Do you talking about my mother?
Well, my mom has authentic.
No, I just figured she cooked Italian. Is that an insult to an idiot?
My mother's not here, so why would you talk about my mother? We're talking about a
It is an insult
Because
to an
they don't
idiot.
like you, Mike. You're their
Yes,
local.
why talking about my mother for? Where's your mother?
That's what I said. They
Calm
can't
down,
help
Mike. It's
themselves.
okay.
All right,
Where's
you
your
didn't know, Mike. Mike, you didn't know.
Calm down.
Hey, let's not break
Where's
family.
your son? Where's your son?
Where's your mother?
Where's your son?
My mom cooks Italian food. My mom.
Did I catch everybody? Are those the
I
two
think so.
so far?
You know, I forget. You know, I forget that Tommy's Italian. I forget all the time. I can tell with Vic, with Quick Vic. I can tell with some other people, but I always forget that Tommy's Italian.
The dick's in my mouth. You done that?
Okay. Hey, look, we take it down a temperature. All right, now hang on. Breaking news: Mike Cerrone got kicked off of panel.
Breaking news.
Let him simmer for a little
Maybe
while.
they just need a little time. I'll bring them back.
Part of it is I'm trying to analyze it and learn from it. Like, it fascinates me what causes that breakdown where they shift from that.
It sounds so delicious, Liz. It really does. Tuna casserole. I've never tried it, but it sounds so good. Tuna casserole. I don't know. It's one of those things that you just saying it, just reading the words look good, but I don't know.
Adult state to the child state.
I've eaten a tuna melt. Basically, it's a wheat bread, tuna, lettuce, tomato, then kind of baked in the oven. And cheese. And I can't forget the cheese. Yeah.
I wanted to hear
But
about
see-
eating
oh,
from Mike.
Well, no, you
Do you
didn't.
want to come back and tell us about
You wanted to
eating?
catch him in
Yeah.
some lies.
You said no, you didn't.
This is all part of the lol cowling or whatever y'all call this hobby.
No.
More moments later.
That's because
Did that movie
when you
about
start pulling the
It's all right.
trigger, people start hiding.
But Wombat, I have to tell you.
Brian doesn't like it. I'm pretty sure I won't probably like it either.
And I'm going to be very
Just one thing?
respectful.
Just
Jeff,
one
I'm gonna
thing?
be very
See,
respectful.
Wombat, you doing it now. Hang on.
I'm going to be very respectful.
I'm going to let him get his one thing out. Go ahead.
Yeah. Wombat's obsession is dangerous. It's not.
I didn't
good
know
for
you
the-
were. Hang on. I
Oh,
didn't know
it's like our rice and beans then, South Carolina. It's like the Puerto Ricans, like the rice and beans are our poor white poor food, I guess. But it's so delicious. I love my rice and beans.
we're talking about why. I didn't know that was going to be your one thing.
Yeah.
That
So Wombat,
that
your
drama's
obsession-
over.
Yeah, your
Or y'all
obsession
can
is
take it in Discord or something.
No, I don't go on Discord. I don't do that. But I think that you need to have, if you're going to come up on Jeff's panel, show him respect and don't be like this. That's all. Have a conversation.
Right, but you do it too. Like that's what I'm saying. You
I
all do
don't.
it.
Jeff, I back off all the time. I back off all the time. I always back off.
But
You know.
just like I don't want you being the topic. Like I don't want you being the I don't
That's
want
right.
Wombat being the whole topic.
But
either.
there's an-
I just-
there's
I
an
want all of
unhealthy-
us to be participating in some larger
That's it.
conversation.
But I think that in some people in generality, some people have an unhealthy obsession with other people. And I think it's
Yeah, but we know all that. Like we've covered all that. I just want to have a regular conversation.
So let me ask you this. I was on another channel
that
earlier,
sounds good.
talking about this pro-Trump channel, which is also an African-American man. So they're African-Americans are for Trump. But
Chaotic
I
Truth
think,
live, right?
You know, that sounds so fucking good. Mac and cheese. What is it at? Mac and cheese with hot dog slices. Yes. I remember eating, what is those sweet beans? What you call those sweet beans and hot dog slices? What you call those? I forget what you know the beans I'm talking about. They're sweet. Fuck. And you put hot dog slices in it. Oh yeah, somebody will get it.
Oh yeah, I like CT. He's great.
Oh, I know, Ron, but I saw you little sock accounts in there. It's okay.
Baked beans. There you go, John. Yes, baked beans and hot dog slices. Yep.
Jesus, I saw your sock accounts. But anyway,
Pork and beans.
what I
Pork
think
and beans.
is
Even
gonna
better.
happen is I think Trump is going to take RFK Jr. I think he's going to take Tulsi. He's going to give them cabinet positions.
Beans and
Oh, yeah.
Frank.
What do you think?
I agree.
Because he's so loyal.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think Tulsi.
Okay, Miss Thang, Bees and Weenie.
A good speaker.
Speaker of the House. I think she'd be the
Yeah, I
best
think
speaker.
she'd be a great speaker. Yeah,
Is she
I can
even
see
a
that.
rep?
Ranking Bean.
But
She's
she
still a
still,
rep?
yeah, she is. But Speaker of the House is the only thing in government that you have to be elected by your peers, not the voters. So but remember, Speaker of the House is third in line for the presidency. It's the only non-elected official that can actually be the president. Does that make sense?
Believe it or not, I don't eat Chipotle. I don't like it. It has too much seasoning. They put too much seasoning on every fucking thing. Yeah, Chipotle. Yeah, some of the things are good, but it's not real. I wouldn't call it real Spanish food, to tell you the truth. I've tried it maybe once or twice.
No,
Yeah,
there's
but they
lots
can
of
keep swapping
non-elected
them out,
officials.
like the Republicans
You
did
look
with
at
what's his face.
Oh, sorry. If you look at the whole presidential chain of succession, there's tons of them that are not elected. All the cabinet members.
Hey,
all I said was third in line. That's the only thing I
No,
said.
you said it's the only one that's not elected.
The American
No,
voters.
there's a whole bunch of them after that. All these
Yeah, there's a whole
secretaries,
bunch that are not elected.
Agriculture,
Secretary of
education,
State, Treasury,
all that
Defense,
stuff.
Attorney General.
Yeah.
I know,
I
right?
think the speaker might be the only elected one.
And technically, is the vice president even elected, or is that just part of it?
Yeah, it's a good question.
No, the vice president goes along with. Well, they vote for
President.
both. You know,
For the president, you're voting for who's running the vice president.
Namaste to Ashu song. New subscriber.
But you don't vote for the Speaker of the House.
Hey,
Have you ever
Marie,
had a ballot where you voted for the Speaker of the House?
The House votes on the speaker.
The House decides, not the voters. That's
But
what
the
I'm trying
voter
to say.
elect, that's part of what the voters are electing them to represent, to do, to represent them as well. So it's part of representing the people that elected them as representatives.
Who do you think the best speaker in your life?
Good to see you, Marie.
Who do you think the best Speaker of the House ever was in your lifetime?
We can pay attention to them honestly. We had Pelosi, Tip O'Neill.
I think
Newt.
Newt
Not
Gingrich.
remembering.
I think Newt Gingrich was the best speaker.
Yeah.
Look at the bats run around Mikey's room.
I don't.
Yeah, Newt Gingrich was great. He was
Newt
in the 80s.
Gingrich was a pederast, I believe.
Didn't Newt have the birthmark, or was that Gorbachev? That was Gorbachev.
Gorbachev had the birthmark on his head.
I always get that mixed up.
Remember, it looked just like Russia. Funny. Look at all the chirpers. Well, go ahead, gentlemen. I'll
Nothing's happening.
I tell you what, we all have the ability to ignore the chat. Some of us are better at it than others. Mike B fails all the time. He lets maybe one or two people knock him out of center. You know what I mean? It's like, just stay focused, stay locked the fuck in. If you're in a conversation, all you got to do is ignore the chat or the people that are roasting you or whatever. He obviously doesn't have that skill to just ignore, which is something basic to learn to ignore people. So, yeah.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
I really feel
no one
like
said
Trump-
anything.
Dude, Gingrich is he is so shady, bro. How could you say you like this guy?
He was a great speaker of the House.
Was he shady? I don't know about his shadiness.
Yeah, he can't. I mean, there's like a huge article detailing like all kinds of this shit. Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
They got bad press on a
I'll
lot
send
of
the
political
article.
people.
He's a good speaker of the House. That's why I think he represented this House as a good speaking guy. That's what I thought.
All right,
What did he do good as speaker? Why
did
is
he
he
do bad?
why is he good as a speaker?
What did he do bad?
Yeah.
What did he do bad?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't remember the guy. I wasn't here.
Who are we talking about?
I don't know anything
Newt
about it.
Gingrich. Newt Gingrich was around.
He did
in,
the
like, 80s.
what was his thing? The contract with America.
Yeah, wasn't it I thought he helped with the Berlin Wall coming down.
Jeff
Or no,
Kennedy.
that was Gorbachev. That was Gorbachev. Never mind. I get them two mixed up. I really do. It was Gorbachev that helped the wall come down. I get them
Yeah,
mixed
I know.
up. I don't know a lot about Newt. I know they
So
made
was
fun
it-
of him on Naked Gun.
Definitely.
Welcome
What if
back.
Newt's been to Haiti? Do you think Newt ever went to Haiti?
You are instigating.
I
I don't know, but why do you keep touching your face? I mean, is the coke not hitting hard enough? What's going on?
Wow.
Oh, would you prefer I pick my nose or pick?
The dick's in my mouth? You done that?
Okay. Hey, look. We take it down a temperature. All right, hang on. Breaking news: Mike Cerrone got kicked off of panel.
No, what do you mean?
I'm
the
tired of
Berlin-
this circular drama. I want anything but this childishness.
Oh no doubt. No, but the chat. was
I'm
saying
starting to get
Berlin
black
Wall.
pilled watching these grown
Oh
adults.
my God! Like what? I think they got the two mixed up, salty. That's all.
Lanza,
Crazy.
you have anything? Mike's handler.
I don't know. Only words I've got right now is like start a garden.
Landscaping? I was just curious.
What is with you today?
I'm just having a cigarette before I get in my car.
Because it's clearly sitting in a park visually correct.
Mike comes back up.
We're coming back. I think I'm spotted.
Did they not get him in time? Did they need to get him before they delivered?
I don't know what they meant to get them or what. I know that if they had hit them before, it would have been a lot harder to get. I think it was Little Man. The components were for Little. I don't know if it's.
Let me try some.
Gentlemen.
What do you want now?
Now Grumpy Drunk is happy now. Now he's happy because he's here.
Trying to look something shorter than this.
Make it rain, make it rain.
Maybe not that one.
Chuck.
Deal with people when you see that they're fake. Don't deal with people when you see that they are two-faced. Don't deal with people when you see that they'll do and say one thing in front of you. They'll do and say one thing with people that they know who are really with you. But as soon as they get away from you and they get away and they get around people who do not really care for you, they change. And everything that they had and that they were doing in front of you, it was all a disguise. The word said.
Oh, gee.
All right,
All right.
they're not gonna. That's what I was thinking. That's why I was like.
Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. I want to thank Dr. C for hanging out with Angel Newfound Life Reacts. Absolutely, brother.
I like that last clip you played about the person talking about like authenticity and being mindful about these kinds of characters. And from a psychological perspective, I just got to say real brief, Angel, like, you know, Mike presents with a lot of like grandiosity. He's compulsive. He's got this compulsive online self-promotion. He's very like verbally aggressive. There's overcompensation. There's projection. And he's got delusions of superiority, right? So what's the function of his behavior online? So this is to overcompensate as a reaction because offline with his life off of the computer, like I would postulate that this demonstrates a marked like functional impairment. He's got social withdrawal. He's got a lack of financial independence, and he's got a highly externalized like locus of self-control. You know, and it's sad. There's this disconnect between this ideal that he presents online from what's going on with his life off of the computer. And any successful person, any person that's secure in themselves in their real life, they don't need to front. They don't need to pretend to be something that they're not.
Exactly. It's a choice. At the end of the day, it's a choice that he makes. Maybe some people can't help themselves. Well, seek the fucking help because the writing's on the wall. You know what I mean? It's like if you're not, people are telling you you're acting funny. Let's say he doesn't know how to. Well, there's plenty of doctors, there's plenty of fucking medicine to help you fix whatever issues you do have. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, just because we're allowed to act a certain way doesn't make it right. Sometimes on here, some people get away with. You could probably get away with murder here most of the time, but it doesn't make it right at the end of the day. I want to be decent to people, and that same energy, I would want it back. That's basically it with me. And there's not much. I mean, I wish that he would see the light one day, because I don't throw human beings away. I hope for the best. But with Mikey, sometimes you'd be like, you know, the more I watch him, the more when I'm editing, I'm looking at him like, this dude's not going to change. No matter what I say or anybody says, I don't think he wants to change. But let's play this real quick.
I like sucking dicks. I like sucking dicks. I like sucking dicks.
You see, I didn't put those words in his mouth. You understand what I'm saying? If he continues doing that, somebody's going to cover it. If it's not me, somebody else is going to do it. So, you know, I just beat people to it sometimes. But
Angel, that's, you know, to say something vile like that and people be screen capping it and stuff and using it for clips. That's just a reflection of the nature of like how devoid his soul is. He's spiritually bankrupt, you know, and he's projecting. So, I mean, a lot of people, like people with half a brain, can see it.
Right.
Like
I mean,
it's tragic. It's like kind of funny, but it's tragic.
At the same
He's
time.
like this perpetual train wreck.
Yeah, I couldn't do this every day. I could not do it. I couldn't do the Mikey content every day. It would drive me fucking the batty. You know what I mean? It's like I can only do this maybe once, maybe twice a week, if anything. And like I said today, I only did it today because Sunday's Father's Day, and I usually go live on Sundays. I try to anyway. But I appreciate Dr. C, man. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna get out of here. Happy Father's Day to you, my brother, if you're a father. Happy Father's Day to the people in chat, to everybody. Thank you, Rick Ferrari. Thank you. Ashu Zone. Hey, shout out to Miss Thang. She's been doing her fucking thing down there, taking care of the chat. I really appreciate the help. I can actually relax and while somebody else kind of takes over the chat. I really appreciate the help. What else I wanted to say? Just know this. I've been with my wife now. Hey, shout out to Quick Vic. I've been with my wife now, maybe I think it's going on 38 years. I met her at the same age. We're the same age, basically, okay? And I just wanna thank you so much, Santa Claus. I just wanna thank her, thank my children, thank my grandchildren for these wonderful 38 years. I've had nothing but a fucking, yes, good and bad and everything in life, but more good than bad. We're the same age, like I said, and we've run this journey together, and I couldn't do it with a better person. So thank you so much, everybody. God bless everybody.
God bless.
God bless you, Mr. C. All right, let me get out of here. Peace, guys. I'll be right back. By the way, I just remembered. Tommy goes live tomorrow, right? You said, Miss Thing? I just remembered. What channel is it Tommy TV? Let me check. If anybody knows, drop. Let me see. Is it this one? It must be the other channels. If somebody wants to drop the link to Tommy's channel, I think he goes sometime live tomorrow. Am I correct? Everyone sub to Vic. Hey, yeah, sub up to Vic too. Absolutely. Shout out to Vic. Quick Vic. So if Tommy's going live, let me know. Well, somebody will let me know. Okay, guys, I'm out. Peace, love, and your newfound life reacts.
Wow.